What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Bruh, it has been a great day. It has been a just crazy 24 hours too, dude.
Okay. You have my interest.
Well, first I got to start the show by saluting and shouting out my lovely wife. She saved me yesterday.
Okay.
So yesterday, we got done with the show.
Okay.
And I was supposed to be going to cook. So you know me, man. I get out there and I'm doing what I do. You know how I do, Deke. I'm out that thing. Bro, you know I'm going to get filthy with the steak. Now I'm going to steak daddy it up. It was steak night yesterday. So, I'm getting the fillets for the little ones. I got my T-bone. I'm over here getting active, right? Mm-hmm. Now, mind you, Deke, I haven't been faithful to the grill in terms of cleaning it. I've had it for a couple of years now. I done cooked a lot on it, but I haven't really cleaned it. I have the occasional, a little sparkle, a little grease fire, but nothing crazy. Bro, midway through yesterday, Deke, it got real. The whole grill, the grease fire started, and I'm like,
Flames.
Oh, okay. First it was like the cute flames, like Benihana, Deke. So you know me, I'm like, bro, we ain't tripping on that. I done been in the kitchen. If it get a little hot, baby, who tripping, right? So then said Benihana flames turn into, all right, half the grill was on fire flame. Now, granted, I told y'all midway through, Deke, I starting to think this through, process it. All right, the fire is on the right side, the propane tank is on that side, but the steaks are about rare-ish, like medium to still closer to the rare. So I'm like, I gotta cook it a little longer, Deke.
Right.
So I start improvising. I turn off the propane tank, turn off all the burners, thinking that's gonna help. And I started trying to cook the steak in the fire, like the actual fire.
Sure.
It made it worse though. So now when I flip it, the flames came with it, bro. The whole grill gets on fire. Wifey's in the house watching, and she's thinking I'm gonna stop. I'm like, hey, babe, get the cutting board. So I'm trying to put the steak up there. I got I got the apron on, the Arthur Experience with Deke apron. Y'all can copy that one. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it made me feel like Gordon Ramsay, And I'm like, with Gordon Ramsay in Hell's Kitchen, if this is happening, would he sacrifice the food for his safety? Or is he going to hop back in the fray and make sure them steaks are done? So I'm really going. I'm trying to flip these things, bro. My sleeve low-key almost caught on fire. It get to the point where the flames are starting to come at me. So I done backed off. Wifey then ran and got the fire extinguisher, bro. I swear I used the whole, like, it was like one of them ones like that. I probably used up until like this much left in there to put the fire out. My neighbor next door, it's like, it changed from like the good smell of like steak being cooked, that nice smoke, to black smoke because it's like a fire. So the whole neighborhood and area smelled like somebody's house got caught on fire. My little neighbor next door, he over there coughed. He's like, Mr. Arthur, you all right? I'm like, yo, just stop. How you try. I'm trying to play it cool, but I'm trying not to get on fire. But wifey's looking too, so I'm trying to really be cool, even though I'm low key starting to like, bro, I don't want to blow up today behind these steaks, bro. So she saved me, man.
Yeah, that's a bad way to go.
She brought out the fire extinguisher, man. I used literally the whole 98% of it. And then it finally went out. And then that thing smoked for probably another hour out there, bro. I got back to the house, man. 3.5 of the steaks were good. The other 2 ain't make it, Deke. The other 2 ain't make it. But I survived. And it was mainly because wifey. Because if she didn't get that fire extinguisher, Deke, I don't know what was fitting to happen when them flames started to come. Because the propane tank was getting hot. I'm like, bro, I don't know what I'm fit to do. I'm too committed to this steak, and now we stuck. So yeah, that's why you need a nice level-headed lady in your life, Deke. Cause she definitely came around that corner like Batman, bro. She came around that thing with the spray. I'm like, yeah. But I got pissed off with the flame, man. I'm like, how you gonna grease fire while I'm trying to cook a steak? You know you can't mess up my steak, bro. Like, what you doing?
So what was the audible then? If you only had 3.5,
Well,
did you have some Chipotle or Chick-fil-A?
No. I played the big dad card and I sacrificed half of mine, and I did heavy veggies. So I ate like a lot of Brussels sprouts and corn, and like a little portion of my T-bone. And little G, he got a nice T-bone.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they were cooked well?
Yeah, oh yeah. The 3 that we ate were fire. What? Fire. Man, we had 2 little fillets, little butter. I ain't get a chance to do the double butter and garlic on both sides because that's when the fire started. When I flipped it with the butter and garlic, I shouldn't have done it when the fire was going because it made it go crazy.
Okay.
But that's a part of what gives it flavor, D. So I was like, yo, what you gonna do? What would Gordon Ramsay do? That's all I kept saying. What would Gordon Ramsay do? Would Gordon Ramsay run up out of this thing and lead these steaks to die?
What would he do? I mean, I haven't seen a show.
I don't know. I'm assuming
Has he had any grills about to explode?
I'm assuming he would have stayed in the fray. I didn't blink, Deke. I didn't cut my eyelid. They probably got burnt off, bro, because my face was hot. My daughter, this how I knew it was bad.
They're still there. Bro,
this how I knew it was bad. You do got experience with that, huh? Making sure I got my
right.
Appreciate you on that, man.
Right.
But yeah, bro. So I get back in the house, and this how I knew it was one of them days, bro. Wife was like, "Yeah, I don't smell anything," because she was a little stuffed up. She don't smell nothing. You good? Shout out to my middle girl. You know she my most honest in the house. She said, because they weren't down there for the fire. They ain't see that. She said, Dad, you smell like your medicine. You went back to your old medicine, Dad? Remember that convo about my old medicine? She's like, Dad, you smell like your old medicine, all that smoke. I'm like, yeah, thanks a lot, love. But I almost died, okay? So just while you're enjoying this food, just know you're eating this after a man that sacrificed almost everything for you guys, all right? But yeah, Deke, no more cutting up like that behind steaks, man, all right? I'm going to walk away from the steak next time. I'm going to just turn it all off and just be like, you know what? Y'all can have it. Because, yeah, that was not a good idea. Hindsight 2020 was not a good decision, but it worked out.
I guess you got nothing on Peasy now either.
Oh, yeah.
Like you can't rip on him anymore.
Can't do it now, yeah.
Getting the grill up in flames and whatnot.
Because Peasy definitely had his grill on fire, too. The thing is, bro, we got to clean our grills, bro. It's got to clean. It was on me. When I got done, I said, you know what? This is on me. I should have been more responsible. I need to stop being lazy and go out there and clean this grill. So I'm not cooking on the grill until I clean it.
That surprises me. I thought you'd be all over that.
Well, that's the thing. Usually I am all over it. And I was just like, bro, I'll be all right. It ain't messed up yet. So, man, maybe it's giving it more flavor. Yeah. Until it wasn't.
Right.
Yeah. When I tell you I looked down one time, bro, and that thing, I thought, I've never seen hell. I've never seen the fiery pits of hell before. If it's even there or not. I've never seen it. But when I looked down on that grill that second time flipping that steak, Deke, and them flames came, I said, oh my, I was about to go pray. I said, man, hey, whatever I've done wrong, if it looks like that on the other side of it, I don't want no parts of that, okay? So I'm going to just do whatever I need to do going forward to make sure I ain't dealing with that stuff. But yeah, bro, it was crazy.
It does sound like you have a new perspective on life today.
Yeah. Salute wifey, man. We went on a lunch date today. You know what I'm saying? I took over the PF Chang's. I'm like, hey, baby, eat what you want. It's on you today. We was in Costco, Deke. I was walking around Costco. That was my energy. I'm like, I don't want to record
You feel like
anything.
you have a second life
I
right
said,
now.
I'm not recording nothing. I'm not working out. We go do some mom and dad time. I said, you want to walk Costco? Let's walk every single aisle in Costco today. You want to go to PF Chang's? Let's go get us a nice lunch at PF Chang's today. That was my energy, bro. Yeah, because it was crazy.
I'm glad the podcast is on the list.
Oh, yeah,
for things to do today still.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. We made the cut. Because I had to come back to tell you because you were the last person I talked to before everything went down. Literally, after you left, that fire happened like 5 minutes later, bro.
Oh, wow.
Because literally, you left, I turned the thing on, prepping the meat, and then when I go to put it on, it didn't take long for it to just like start flaming. I'm like,
so I wasn't even home yet.
Yeah, it started flaming. I'm like, all right. But that was the problem. When it started flaming, I should have been proactive and just been like, all right, let me get ahead of this. I thought, oh, it's not going to be bad. Totally forgetting all the juices, the greases, and all that stuff that's going to be going down on top of it.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah. But I'm here today. You're here. All is well.
It's a good story.
Yeah, man. But I legit almost passed away, bro. So salute wifey, man. Wifey came through the clutch. Wifey came through the clutch with that day. Goes, yeah. So salute her. All right. But other than that, though, man, life's good, baby. Hey, I got my Ken Hayward shirt on today, man. I was thinking about my dog,
That is
man.
a dope shirt.
I was thinking about my dog, man. So, I figured I'd break him out. Yeah, I need to get his new shirt he just dropped, man, with him and his little brother up there. Yeah. Need to cop that, man. But how's everything with you, man? Dope shirt, by the
Thank
way.
you.
Fire shirt.
Yeah, I wanted to keep it pit themed for the
Jeez.
backyard brawl,
Fire shirt, bro.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of the backyard brawl, this is low-key a Deke thought, too.
Okay. Hold on, let me get this right. Little deep thoughts.
So, and this is from a while ago. I guess this is one of the ones I had on the back burner, but I feel like the timing's right to drop this one. At Dick's Sporting Goods weeks ago, browsing around. And in the sports section, or at least the sports apparel section,
Yeah.
they got pit stuff, but then they also have...
They got all them sections, yeah.
They have backyard brawl, like hoodies
specific
and shirts, where it's like a logo that has the Pitt logo and the West Virginia logo within it all, and it says backyard brawl and everything. I'm thinking to myself, who's actually buying these shirts? I would not wear a backyard brawl shirt that has the West Virginia logo on it. I don't want that.
Because that kind of takes away from the whole rivalry part for you, at least,
Yeah.
I wonder if, like a surface level person, they're like aligned to, say they like went to the university, but they're not a diehard like sports person, but they know enough about it. Maybe that's for them, or people like me who, if I came and went to the game as just like a fan, I would leave with that. So I was like, I got best of both.
You were at
I
the
ain't
game.
got beef with
Like
nobody.
when you got the cheese head at the Packers game.
It would be like that, but it would have to be at the game. I feel like,
Right.
because otherwise, if I'm going to buy a Pitt or West Virginia thing exclusively, I'm probably a Pitt or West Virginia fan exclusively.
Right.
Like, I would never envision you rocking that. The same way I would never envision TG or West.
That's what I was
rocking
thinking
that,
too.
bro.
I was like, even West Virginia fans,
I'm
like
like,
I
they're
would
not
not
rocking that at
expect
all,
them
bro.
to rock this backyard brawl shirt.
I feel like that's for like a person like me, or like if you had like a sister who went to the school but didn't really like care about like the sports like that, but she knows this is a big deal just because. That's something like that for that part. Yeah, that's how I look at it. But
They
for
just had
people
way
like you,
too many in stock for it to be a thing. I
Maybe
thought
that was why they in stock. Yeah.
there was way too many.
Which Dicks where you at, man?
Up at South Hills.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was at. Yeah, because they got like the Pitt, Penn State, the backyard brawl, bro, it's like a whole lineup of them joints, like going all the way down.
Yeah, because I wanted to get a new Pitt polo for the season, but all they did with from last year was remove the stripes. I got that that royal blue one with the white stripes, but then they basically just copied the one from last year and took out the stripes. So I'm like, yeah, I don't need that right now.
I like your style though, bro. Bro, between the shirt with the hair, man, you can't be looking like a new person. I looked up like, bro,
Thanks.
who's that? Shout out to Deke, bro.
Yeah, I guess the
Shout
cut's
out
still
to
going.
Deke, bro. Yeah, it's clean, man.
It's still
clean.
hitting.
Nah. I'm just glad I got to see it another day. I was really, I had one of them come to Jesus moments last night, Deke. By the time I got back to the bedroom, bro, it just hit me. I laid down. And I was like,
Thinking about praying a little more.
I start reassessing life. It was one of them, bro.
Were you looking up churches around here too?
I just started reassessing. I was like, yo, that was kind of crazy. I really thought, I was like, yo, that's kind of crazy. So yeah, man, I just need to reassess that thing, man. So I'm glad that I get to see the fit, the drip, the cut, all of that again, man. Yeah. So life is good, baby. Life is real good. And we got plenty that we got to talk about today. We got strengths and weaknesses of this matchup, man. Steelers, Browns. Then we definitely going to game preview. Yeah, man.
Oh, you know what? Since we were on Backyard Brawl too,
Talk, baby.
saw some clown on Twitter
Oh, I love it when you talk like that.
post his top 10 quarterbacks in Backyard Brawl history. He's Dan Marino at 3.
Huh?
I just don't even know how that's possible.
Behind who?
Pat White and a dude named Major Harris.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean, he just must be going for clicks or something here.
That sound like that. That sound about
Because
right.
I even scrolled through the comments.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
I didn't know what Dan Marino's record was against West Virginia or
It's
anything.
Dan Marino.
But I think he went 4-0
It's
from
Dan
one of the
Marino.
comments.
What are we talking about, bro?
4-0 and it's and it's
What are
Dan
we
Marino.
talking about? Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it.
Who's, man? Is that Mark Bolger on that list?
Yeah.
Will Greer's at 4. You got Will Greer.
They got Geno Smith at 4.
Then they got your boy Kenny at 10.
Yeah, he never played against West Virginia, so I don't even know why he's on the list. I don't know what he's going for here.
Yeah, because he wasn't in the backyard brawl last year. That was the other boy.
If you're going to include just general Pitt quarterbacks, Kenny Pickett should be way higher on that list then.
But if you're doing just general Pitt quarterbacks, then that's probably going to make Dan Marino clearly the one on this list, regardless of how they do the list, right?
Yeah, this guy's...
yeah, that's flawed either way, man.
He's got to be... this is a Texas Tech guy. The Texas Tech and Big 12 podcast, the Gambling Gauchos. He just came in off the top rope with a terrible list. For no reason either.
Like, you wanted that to be your first time being talked about on the Art the Most Experience with Deke podcast, bro?
That's the type of dude that wears a backyard brawl shirt
bro.
with Pitt,
That's,
West Virginia logo on.
Definitely the type of dude that wear the backyard brawl with that on, bro. 100%, bro. That's what he get, huh?
Yeah, so I just saw that pop up.
Shout out to the old school Danny Marino, though, right there. The helmet fire. I like
when we did the helmet stickers.
Yeah, bro, that's my era growing up. So I'm like really into that still. I don't feel like it's as popular now. I did love like my little man who was playing baseball. He was getting little helmet stickers. Like, I like that, bro.
Yeah, do they even do them anymore?
I feel like Ohio State's probably like one of the only ones that still does. I know my college, I don't see them do it at all. But man, that was one of them things. Like, bro, you want your helmet to be stickered up, bro. Yeah, heck yeah, man. Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah, it's stupid they don't.
Yeah. I think Florida State might be one of the last. Florida State and Ohio State might probably be one of the last two that's doing it like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Ohio State, like, you have to keep doing it. Like, that's literally a part of the helmet.
Yeah. Otherwise,
those
the helmet
Buckeye
is like
stickers.
weak. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know if I got much else for you right now.
Hey, all good, man. The fact that you're here, the fact that I'm here, and we both alive is all that matters. So with that being the case, let's go ahead and start the show like how we always do. Let us know where you're tuning in from in the comment section, and that way we will give you those big boy shout outs to start today's show. And don't forget to hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you have not done so. All right. So I can hear more stories about my wife saving my life. All right. So shout out to my lovely wife once again for saving Big Daddy. I appreciate you so much.
And she didn't have to either because we went over on the podcast yesterday.
Yeah. I owed her like 15 minutes anywho. So she could have been like, I'm going to let him cook for 15 minutes and then I'm going to come out there and help him out. You know? So yeah.
X Concepts, tuning in from the 724 Claridge, PA.
I like
Keanu Benton's going to go off in Canada. Run that rock.
Let's go. Two things real quick. Rod Dollar also said that Major Harris was a dog. In terms of when we were talking about him being on the list a little bit higher, I think he was number 1 on that list.
I mean,
that's what Rod Dollar says.
He's not better than Dan Marino.
I agree with you, but that's what Rod Dollar says. So I
don't think he's better than Kenny Pickett either. In fact,
I was relaying the message, baby. That's all. And then the second,
Pat White, that was the quarterback for 13-9.
Pat White was nice too. I know, that's crazy. He definitely was 13-9. That is crazy because he was nice, man.
So you can't have those guys over Danny Marino.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, we're forgetting some other Pitt legends. Rod Rutherford, Tyler Palco.
Tyler Palco, definitely.
I don't know why they're not.
Shout out to Tyler Palco. Why don't Palco get no love?
Billy Stahl.
But I say, give Palco some love, man. I like Palco.
We got Rex 7508, Franklin, Massachusetts, by way of New York, New Jersey.
Salute. Let's go.
Ooh, this is a good question. Jacob Glenn. Before I read it, I'm going to say yes. I think he is. So he's tuning in from Morgantown, West Virginia, and asks, wonder if KP8 is coming to the Brawl.
I think, the game's on Monday night. Hell, yeah, he'll be
I think
there.
he will. Yeah, Saturday night game.
Game's on Monday, yeah, he'll be there. I can see that.
So it's away.
If it was at home 100%.
How's his seating? What's his configuration going to be?
I feel like he's probably solid because he's fresh out still. I feel like
sideline makes sense.
Yeah, when you still like early out, you want to be on the sideline. You just feel cool with it. Now he is the quarterback, so I don't know if he's transitioned to like I'm big time now, because usually quarterbacks transition first. Quarterbacks are like, all right, I got to get up off the sideline. I have to show that I'm different. So then they usually get like sweet home or away games. But usually in the first 2 to 3 years, man, dudes is pulling up and you on the sideline, you kicking it like, because most of them dudes still your boys. You still, you know what I mean? Like some of the younger underclassmen that you played with are still there now. They the big dogs. So yeah,
I would say he's there.
Shoot, I was about to say, I know my first 3 years, I was still 2.5. I was like sideline, then it became hybrid. Sideline / sweet.
I think he was there last year.
Sideline, right?
I don't remember that.
The game was at home, though.
It was at home. I remember them panning to him. But you know who was on the sideline? pretty sure James Conner and
Yeah, and he
Kyler
brought
Murray.
Yeah, he brought Kyler with him.
So if Kyler Murray
Yeah.
can come to last year's backyard brawl, I'd expect Kenny Pickett, being Pitts' alma mater, will go to this one, even though it's still away. And the day in between the game.
Yeah, the fact that it's a Monday night game, I feel like he's definitely gonna be there, and that's his school too,
Right.
bro. It ain't like he was a transfer. It's like, nah, he developed growing up in that thing.
Hopefully give Djokovic some tips. Taro Alexander.
Did you even get confirmation that that's how you say his name just yet, bro?
I've been going back and forth between both and confidently saying it both ways.
I
Too.
love your energy,
Djokovic,
bro.
Djokovic.
I like your energy.
Taro Alexander, 408, San Jose. Do you think JPJ will play some?
Yeah. Didn't play enough last Sunday, obviously. I think it was 7 snaps on defense. But I do anticipate him playing a lot more this week. The thing is this, man. Based on the guys who were playing in front of him, they weren't to the point where you're looking out there and saying, yeah, these guys were perfect. You know, they were giving up yardage, man, giving up separation both in man and in some zone concepts. And it's just one of those things where you're not panicking by no stretch of the imagination. But for a guy like JPJ, you recognize his talent. And yes, you got to do that balance of how fast do I get him out there, but at the same time, not rushing him. But I feel like last week was a lot slower than probably a lot of us anticipated. So I think, second week now, man, they'll probably correct that, and we will see more of him because he's a talented player and a really good player with good length and physicality. And specifically talking about this week where you're going to be having to make your corners tackle. I mean, shoot, the 65-yard touchdown was because the corner missed the tackle. Those are certain things that are always going to be in the conversation. And especially when you're playing Cleveland. Cleveland's looking at that same play and they're saying, well, hey, if he missed Christian McCaffrey, what do you think Nick Chubb going to make happen? So those are some of the things where I do feel we will see more of JPJ because of the physicality and the size that he brings and his tackling ability.
We got Pace M, 416 Toronto. John Easton, 412 Crafton.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And then he also says, Ben to the Jets gaining traction.
It hit my phone today,
No,
Deke.
it's not. Well,
It
here's the
hit my
thing.
phone today, Deke.
I wanted to talk about this actually.
It hit my phone today, Deke.
I'm on a nice walk today.
Deke,
and
it hit my phone today,
I guess
Deke.
TG and Moats just wanted to try to ruin my nice walk.
Deke,
Get me in a bad mood. I was in such a good mood.
I was
the weather was
walking
amazing.
with my wife in Costco, and my phone just happened to bing. I said, "Oh,
I had to throw on
mean?
Do Not Disturb after
I said,
that.
what is going on my phone, Deke? I just had to look to see what it was, man. It was really valid information, though.
So TG texted a group message of me and Moats, a screenshot of the Jeremy Fowler report saying Jets could be interested.
Not just any Jeremy Fowler. Pittsburgh's very own Jeremy Fowler. He started up, on the beat here, and now he's then ascended to the national ranks. He's like our version of Javon Hargrave for the media. He's the homegrown talent that has surpassed and is now making national headlines, getting recognition. That Jeremy Fowler. So when he talks, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit deeper is what they say.
Right. So TG just sent a screenshot of that and then, throw up some eye emojis. Moats is saying, could he be the king of New York or something like that?
I said that. Oh, man. In Costco, the service be kind of janky, bro. So I ain't even know, man. It might have came. It might have said New Jersey. It might have said. I don't know what happened, bro. I'm innocent.
And I just, like I said, I had to throw on Do Not Disturb and just get on with my walk. Took me about 15, 20 minutes to cool off after that.
I loved it. When I did pop up, I said, "Oh, TG, you chose violence. Why are you like this today? First you want to talk all this backyard brawl. Now you gonna send.
I wonder if he'd hop back on the Jets bandwagon.
Man, he definitely would. If 7, for the simple fact that he knows it would eat you up, he would for a fact hop back on that bandwagon just because of that. It could be any other quarterback, he would not care. But because he knows how you feel about 7, oh yeah, he would not hit the end of that one. Mm-hmm. And he gonna make you start talking 7 versus KP8 when they both on the. Oh yeah, I'm trying to tell you. It'll get written. He living for that. That's why he said that his ears are. Is it out there? Is it there? He might try to pay the salary for him. That's what I'm saying. You gotta watch him, man. Yeah. But I'm on your team. Don't worry about it. I'm on your team.
Yeah, I get it. He likes the drama. He likes mixing things up. Little jankiness.
Definitely little jankiness. TG,
I get it.
Little jankiness. TG got a lot of jankiness, man. TG got a lot. You know, y'all know when TG. It's TG we talk about here, baby. All right, come on, man.
I mean, I've done it back to him, and I've screenshotted him some stuff of A-Rich. I lean into it in a way, but he went too far this morning. He went too far.
He said, okay, it's all cool. You talk about my cousin. I'm talking about your cousin. You talk about my other friend. All right, I'm gonna talk about your other friend. Oh, you went for the headshot. You went for my pops. That's wild, bro. That's crazy. He went right. He was like, all right, I'm done talking about your cousins and them over there. And he put him around the corner. He's like, I'm going right at your head top. That was like, oh, dang, that's wow. That's the one. 7 Roethlisberger. That's the one you want to do. Dang, TJ. Yeah, bro.
Going back to John Easton's comment, though, no traction on that. Reported by Deke. Sourced by Big Ben himself, actually.
I'm just here.
Sourced by Big Ben himself, saying, I could only see myself playing in the black and gold. Can't go anywhere else.
I'm just here so I don't get fined, man. I'm just here so I don't get fined. All right, whatever happens, I'm just here so I don't get fined. Yeah. Yo, TG out of pocket for that one, though. Yeah. Oh.
No, I mean, I know it was in all good fun.
Do you think it's any...
No.
If you had to put a percentage on it, because obviously for Jeremy Fowler to talk about it, we know at least it has to have some type of something. Somebody had to at least mention the name because he's not going to just randomly pull that name out, right? So what would you say if you had to put a percentage on the likelihood of 7?
0. Now the Jets, I think his report might have some validity to it.
I think the Jets would still be interested in kicking the tires on it.
If Zach Wilson comes out here and stinks it up, I could see the Jets having interest. But I think Ben is a man of his word, and we know he talked about the 49ers having interest in him last year, and he said nope, couldn't do it.
Because that's a cross-country move. I felt the same way. When I went to AZ, that's why I retired. I was like, it's too far away. New York was way closer, though. If they'd have been like, yo, come play in Jersey, I mean, you seen L. Bell was over there, that might have been a little different. I don't know. It's a quicker flight from Pittsburgh to New Jersey than it is Pittsburgh to California. I do know that for a fact. That sucks. All right. Something for a little while. That definitely is not cool, man. But Pittsburgh to Jersey, you in the same time, so you can make that work. Yeah, you make that work. He got PJ money. Seth definitely got PJ money. He ain't got work. That flight about 40 minutes. He got PJ money, but he's good. So yeah, New York pay well. I mean, he in New Jersey, so the taxes ain't gonna kill him. It's a little bit better than New York, Just saying.
I got 0 on it.
All right.
Deke report.
He got weapons over there too. Got a defense.
I don't blame the Jets for being interested. They need a guy. Ben's that type of guy to lead you to Super Bowls and be in the contender mix. But
how dope would it be for his villain arc in terms of Aaron Rodgers? This whole time since A-Rod beat him in the first Super Bowl, right? Everybody has been like, oh, well, Rodgers the guy. Rodgers this, Rodgers that. Rodgers get hurt 4 plays in. Let 7 come in there and go ahead and take him to the promised land. He's like, hey, man, I did what you could not do. That's what I'm saying, man. Hey, that second ring you got, you're welcome. That's what 7 could do right here. He could just extend his hand. Father stretched his hand and he got it from me. That's what he said, bro. Come on, man.
No.
It would be so dope. It'd be like the little picture, the little, and he could, and 7 be like this with the ring, giving it to him. Here you go, Rodgers. As a Bills guy, I wouldn't even be tripping on that. I would be all for 7 winning another one with the Jets. He would for a fact get the MVP too, because I'm voting. I'm getting my votes in. He gonna get the MVP. It would be everything storybook, picture-esque. You would be happy, low-key. You know you would, man. You know you'd be happy.
No.
Yes, you would. You'd be happy, man.
No.
You'd be like, I told y'all he got it. I told y'all.
Well, I would say that.
I told y'all that. I told you.
I would not be happy, though.
I told you, Cobra. Y'all ain't got this, man. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would not be happy because if the Jets win a Super Bowl, that means we didn't. And yes, I would want the Steelers to beat the Jets in that scenario.
But you would never want 7 to not play great. And 7 playing great to you always ends in a victory. So, once again...
No, there have been times 7 has played great and we've gotten losses.
It can't be great then if you ain't win. You gotta win, man.
Jaguars playoff game.
Doesn't count if you didn't
Instance,
win.
Cowboys, the fake spike.
Doesn't count if you ain't win, man. Everybody knows that, man.
No, it counts. Those are great
Everybody knows
performances.
that.
Hell, the
Nobody even counts LeBron's.
last season, the Vikings game on the road.
LeBron's finals performance against the Golden State Warriors the first time.
No, that game one was unreal. That 50-point one.
It don't count though
I remember
because
that.
he lost though.
No,
Doesn't
I
count
remember
because
that.
he lost.
No, he had some epic performances.
But he lost. It doesn't count, bro. Doesn't count, man.
No.
You gotta win for it to like be confirmed, man. So yeah, I know that's how you feel.
Why you got to do this?
What
Why,
you mean? I'm on your team.
All these hypotheticals.
I'm on your team. I thought that would be like a good positive,
No.
like 7 coming out.
Nope.
It's like, oh, mama, there goes that man. And they looking at him like, old school ain't still got it. And he's like, all right, watch me cook. Watch me work. Guess the old gunslinger got a little something left.
I have no doubt.
What's up, man?
I have no
What's
doubt
up,
he
man?
would, but like I mentioned, he's loyal to the city and not playing for another team.
Respect.
0% chance.
Respect.
And like I said, if it did happen,
I think it'll be all right. I don't know what the protection's going to be like. But if the protection can hold up, man, he could do it.
I'm just saying, yeah, I don't know what I'd be doing. I mean,
Would you get a Jets jersey
Hell
with
no.
7 on it?
no.
Even if he's cooking MVP-esque, proving everybody wrong,
No.
proving everything that you felt about, confirming it, and in the Big Apple, the
No.
biggest media, or he would literally be on TV at 24/7, 365, bro.
No.
They started Hard Knocks because of Aaron Rodgers going to New York. Just imagine if 7 was there.
Never.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, if it came down to it, Steelers Jets AFC Championship.
Pick 6 to end it.
No.
Oh, that's crazy. So
Nah.
we couldn't have a Pat P pick 6 to end it. A Minka Fitzpatrick
No,
pick
it'd
6 to
be-
end it.
No.
TJ Watt strip sack walk off to end it. It can't be one of them plays.
No. Steelers win. I would be rooting for the Steelers to win. Absolutely.
10 sacks.
No.
We can't win without getting sacks, Deke. We need sacks and turnovers. All right.
So it'd be a very interesting game. 7 goes.
We
for,
don't give up points. We don't give up points, especially when we going to the Super Bowl. We locked in.
7 goes for like 505 touchdowns. But
Ew. Gross.
Kenny battles with him. Kenny has his own game, but it really comes down to like special team stuff and like Jets running backs fumbling the ball, and so we end up winning. Yeah, if Ben throws for 5, we end up winning like 42-35 or something like that. So Ben shows he still got it, but we win. Kenny shows that he could duel with a guy like Ben, but
And he shows that Kenny has just more. 7 just ain't got it no more. He just passing of the torch. I get it.
No, it's not
He
like
ran,
that.
He ran out of steam at the end. That's when he only got 35. And then Kenny did the rest. And Kenny was like, it's my time now. And he gets MVP. And now we start the era of KP8 as a Super Bowl MVP. And the headline going forward is, we've never had this, a while. Super Bowl MVP at the quarterback spot. Play like that? No.
Ben was snubbed in Super Bowl 43.
You can definitely make a strong case to that. Definitely make a strong case.
But no, I think it's you got the mix of Ben showing he still got it. Steelers made a mistake of letting him go. Steelers win though. We get to the Super Bowl. We win the Super Bowl.
Check
and
it out. X Concepts brought up a dope concept to work with your storyline. Ben throws the game on purpose. The game winning pick intentionally to make sure that the Steelers win. But he does it to TJ Watt because it's like that's his guy. So it's like a TJ's, and everybody could tell, like, all right, when we looked at the review, it's kind of like the Cam Newton, was he going to dive back in it or not? And we kind of look and it's like, all right, was that his boy or was it really just TJ? But in Steeler Nation, we kind of know, like, that was 7 giving us just a little nod. That's just like I could have done this to y'all. But I bleed black and gold. He just give you that one.
well,
Could that
I
work?
mean that's goes back to my point as to just why he's never going to be there. But I mean, if he did decide, I think he would have integrity for the team he's on and not do something like that. It would just be us winning outright.
He can have integrity, but his loyalty is here, though.
Right.
You gonna do, you compromise that integrity for your loyalty. Sometimes, if the loyalty is right.
I couldn't see it happening like that.
Alright.
But like I said, that goes to my point. If the loyalty's right like that, he's never going to the Jets.
Respect. And if it's not, then he want our guy anyways. That what you telling me, right?
No, I mean, that's his decision, right? That's
So
his own
he
personal.
want loyal anyways. That what
What?
you, I got you, bro. Yeah.
No, the Steelers were first not loyal to him.
No.
The Steelers first
It ain't tick for tack.
sabotaged them.
It ain't tick for tack. You said, yo, it ain't. Damn, he want loyal to us. If he could sign somewhere else, you said if he could sign somewhere else, he's not as loyal. That's what you just said.
Nope.
You said that. You just said that. You was like, yo, he's so loyal. I can never see him sign anywhere else.
No, well, he said it first. I'm going off what he said.
I'm with you though, bro.
I think
don't
he's
see
a
that
man. I think he's a
coming
man
out
of his
there.
word.
I definitely see him coming out there to rock with the Jets, bro. I just don't see it.
No, no, it's not happening. So I don't know what John Easton was saying for. He's
Salute
probably
John
just trying
Easton,
to.
though.
He's probably just trying to rattle my cage here, but
It started
no
with
traction.
It started with TG, and now in the chat, they've been messing with you, bro. They just, that's how it goes sometimes.
I get it.
That's how it goes sometimes. They messing with you.
I get it. I'm sure it's fun for everyone else, but
I'm on your team. It's not fun. Y'all leave Deke alone, man. Stop putting Deke in these positions, man. Making him choose between 7 and 8. All right, they both are his guys equally, with a slight nod to 7.
yeah, I wouldn't even say 7-8. I mean, it's Steelers too. I mean,
Oh yeah, them too.
if it came down to that hypothetical,
Yeah.
like I got to go with my team. I've said it last year. I've said
Yeah.
it many times. Like
Mm-hmm.
Steelers over, but
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be a tough scenario. I'll put it to you that way. If Ben actually somehow went through with this in like a month or so.
And it went to the point
This would
where
be-
both teams.
I don't
are,
know.
like,
I
getting
don't know
down
what I
into
would
like
do.
that. Like,
I don't know
that's-
what the
yeah.
hell my I might not be. I might just
Bro.
make a reaction video and not speak for 5 minutes.
I'm like, seriously, I don't. I'm scared.
I don't know what I'd do.
I'm like interested to see, but I'm scared. I'm just like, I don't know if you need that in your life right now, man. Don't put that on it, man.
No, yeah, I think I'm in a
Yeah.
good place. Like you said, I got this nice haircut and lost some
We
weight.
don't need Deke to just that is
Feel like
you
I'm
down,
healthier
you know
than
what I mean?
ever.
Yeah. It's certain stuff that it just knock you off. I don't want to see you knocked off your pivot, baby. You're looking good, man. Your energy right. You're in a good space, baby. So yeah, that could just throw the monkey wrench in it all.
Right. Might start maybe drinking, doing some hard drugs.
DV like 7's in a Jets uniform. He be over here like Pookie. It keeps calling me back. It's calling me back. All good, man.
I'll say a few more shout outs, I guess.
Oh
When we go to
shoot!
Super?
I thought we was already on a super low cake. Dang.
No, that was
That was
just-
you right. That was just a regular
John
comment.
Easton.
Yeah.
We got Tyron tuning in from Alliance, Ohio, 330.
Shout out. Let's get it.
And then I'll say 2 more. Aaron Jade, 941 Florida. And Dante Edwards, 815 Chicago. Can y'all pray for my daughter? She was in a car wreck. She's in the ICU. Can the chat pray for my family as well?
No, without a doubt, man. Definitely sending thoughts and prayers, man. Jeez.
All right, supers then.
Let's tap in, man. Let's tap in.
Man, we're getting some Kenny Pump fake comments again. I Am Prime has joined the upper room.
Shout out to I Am Prime and welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Dustin Klein, hope all is well, fellas. Hit that like button.
Salute them.
And we got Zay Breezy. What's good, gang? Happy Thursday to you guys. Yeah, when we gonna get a Big Ben interview collab? Moats, the universe needs it.
Man, we're going to have to tap in. We definitely going to have to send something over there, man. Get the ball rolling. All right?
You think?
One of these days. But, man, we got a lot of energy going on. Everybody got motion. Everybody, think about it. You got 100 things going on. I got 100 things going on. 7 got 100 things going on. We've been talking about Moan. Moan got 100 things going on. Everybody got things going on, man. But we all, it's only a matter of time.
I got questions on deck.
It's only a matter on who?
I got questions on deck.
Oh, all right. Oh, yeah. Big fact. I already
First
know.
one.
I already know.
Started off Electric Factory, where you sabotage.
Let's go. And then after that, was Canada involved in it?
Did
know?
you still have gas left in the tank?
Do you still want to come back?
How hurt were you really after that Week 2 Raiders game?
Oh, good call.
That would probably be the best one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just remember that preseason game against the Lions.
Yeah.
7 moving.
Yeah.
Like he was young 7, throwing the ball, lasers all over the place,
Good
dots
call.
all over the place, Ebron dropping a perfect dot. And then Raiders game, yeah, I mean, he he wasn't moving the same rest of the season.
Yeah, you're right, man.
Kendrick Green got him almost killed.
Kendrick Green
was like
it was a
Kendrick
group project. It was a group project that
Sure.
year. Yeah.
Sure, but Kendrick Green was like the grill to you. Kendrick Green to Ben was like the grill.
Oh,
to
that's
you,
crazy.
basically.
No, we can't do that now. You don't put Kendrick Green like that. Don't put Kendrick Green in the literal fire like that, man. That fire was crazy, Deke. That wasn't no regular fire. The fact that I can see the fire at eye level, Deke, that let me know that this ain't no regular fire. I'm a tall person, Deke. I'm not no little guy. That ain't supposed to happen like that. So don't put Kendrick in that. Kendrick is an innocent gentleman, man. Did he start last week in Houston? I ain't even look.
No, I saw him on the sidelines.
Dressed or inactive?
He was dressed.
Oh, all right. Salute him then. That's better than probably would have been here. Yeah. What about Dawson? I ain't even check on him, man.
I didn't either. Must have done something good though. Yeah. They got to win.
Yeah.
I actually do kind of want to check his snap counts. I will at some point here.
Yeah. This is a little Pro Football Reference, man. Whenever. Yeah.
President Nitty. Kenny played through a concussion from the first sack. What do you think?
Is that speculation or is this confirmed?
It's been a conspiracy going on.
So, speculation. All right. Put it like this, man. I ain't tripping on it, man. Whenever you have expectations, I think we talked about this, right? You have expectations, you feel really good about something and it doesn't work out or it doesn't go as you thought it would go and you're shocked and you're trying to figure out how to make sense of it. All right. So you can go through the different options. Does he suck? Was it a bad day? Was it Matt Canada? Was it the O-line? Was it the Niners defense? Oh, he hit his head in this play? All right. Maybe it was a concussion. It's like, man, we could keep going
when
down
I saw
the list,
the video,
man.
it made sense to me.
We can go down the list. Did he miss throws before that? He did. So either way, however y'all want to say it, yeah.
Ultimately, I don't think he was concussed because of how we and him handled concussions last
Seriously,
year.
bro.
But whenever I saw the video, I mean,
he hit his head and because
it
he
didn't make me
bad,
think it was that far-fetched.
Because he played bad and you saw a video of him hitting his head, you're like, oh, that's got to be it there. Because no, it can't be that he just played bad. It can't be that. I love him too much. I believe it too much. I saw in the it has to be because he hit his head. I get it. I promise I get it, though. I just think that that's internally what we would call as players seeking comfort. Instead of looking it in the face and saying, hey, I have to be better. I have to step in my throws. I have to trust my eyes and anticipate. I have to do this. Instead of doing that, acknowledging what you did wrong, and to get out here and get better, you lean on an excuse to justify. Even if we can factually show throws prior to that play that you're specifically talking about where he was still late, throws were low, eyes weren't really trusting him. So it's like you could go that route.
I think it was the third play of the game, though.
It's all good, man. It's all good. You want to go that route, bro? Cool.
I'm not.
All right.
I'm not. Because I said I don't think he did have a concussion.
You thought it was the third play? I thought that was a little bit further in the game, bro. But you gotta be right.
Unless it said third, I gotta reread it because it said third something. It might have. I think it was third play.
Okay,
I could double check, but either way, I'm with you. I don't think it was a concussion because of how Kenny handled concussions last year, and also how the team doctors handle his concussions
and the independent neurologist.
Yeah,
you got
they were quick on that.
Like, bro, think about when he had the second one. Nobody even knew he had the second one. Remember, because he came back and played multiple series, and then after that, that's when he was like, "Oh, I ain't feeling right," and took himself out.
Right.
So
that's what I mean. He either would have taken himself out, or guys would have been on that.
Yeah, but you know how I go, man. Like you said, man, a dude doesn't play well. We looking for everything.
I saw the hit, and I mean, it made me think.
But how do we transition
made
from?
Me think.
But think about this though. Just 2 days ago, the only reason why he played bad was because of Matt Canada.
I never said that.
No, you didn't, but the majority did when they were going through their process of, well, how do I justify this? It was the Canada. Now we've transitioned to it's the concussion. You see what
the concussion makes most sense to me because I wasn't blaming it on Canada. I just thought Kenny was off, but that's the reason to me. It's like that might be why he was off. Concussion.
For sure. Okay, we'll see.
But again, I don't think it was.
I don't.
When I first saw the video, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm with you, bro.
When I first saw the video, I was like, "Oh wait, that hit actually happened." Kenny was off. He played that whole game. It's like, damn.
All good, bro.
But then I was like, I feel like we would have known more about this, or again, this would have been handled different if it was a legit concussion. Obviously.
hopefully everything is perfect for him on Monday night.
Tomlin
so we
shut
just
it
see him
down
play
too
better, bro.
in his press conference.
Like we will come up with every reason, but just say, bro, he just had a bad day. It was just a bad day. It's not the end of the world, bro. I mean, we get that, but I feel like, man, everybody understands that though, bro.
We also got, let's see, Phantom TV.
Shout
Check
out
out
to Phantom.
Leonard Taylor and Graham Barton. I don't know who those guys are.
I low key don't either. Let's hit a Google real quick then. Let's see who we
And
got.
it doesn't look like Dotson play for the Rams.
He did not.
No.
Did he dress?
You know what? He's 69 over on the Rams too. But no, like if you don't even have to go to the game logs. It doesn't show up that he's even on the team for his like regular season statistics. You see what I mean?
I do see it.
It still only has the Steelers, so I'm guessing he didn't play for the Rams.
Yeah.
But it pops up
He got
on
the
the
jersey up
top
there.
right where it
Yeah.
shows 69 and
Still rocking
blue
that
and yellow,
6'9" too, baby. Let's go.
who are those guys though?
Let's go.
Leonard Taylor.
Oh,
I
good.
thought you were.
Oh,
looking
no,
up.
no, man.
I got you. I got you.
My bad on that. Yeah. Let me see, let me
Defensive
see.
tackle for the Hurricanes. Leonard
Okay.
Taylor. And then who's the other guy you said?
I'm pulling them up. Where was the name? Because, yeah, I was in a totally different part of the super chats, bro. Let me see.
I think I just deleted his chat, so I don't remember.
Graham Barton. That's who the other name was. Graham Barton.
Okay. Is he inside linebacker?
3 down.
Duke.
All ball.
O lineman. Wow, these are really specific.
Is he a tackle? What do he play?
Yeah. It's really specific, though. Defensive tackle from Miami and offensive lineman from Duke. Are they first rounders or something?
I'll find out. I'll check them out.
Well, they're on our radar now.
Yeah, they on our radar now. We got the names. I'm taking a picture. I'm gonna find out. We're gonna dive in. We'll see what they time back.
Phantom TV. I'd argue Josh Allen had a worse opener than Kenny.
I mean, that's your perspective, your argument, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with that. How you feel about it though, man?
I see what he's saying.
All good then, man.
Could we get Phantom TV to call in? I'd like to hear.
There it is.
I'd like to hear what he's got to say. Humong Yash, Moats, hashtag KP8, keep that fire.
Let's
Burn
go.
barbecue energy.
Hey, yo, chill,
Hashtag
man.
week one.
I really almost burnt, man. We was gonna have like the hot podcast today, man. I almost was matching your shirt, Deke. Gotta be careful, bro. What?
Week one in the past, wifey, hashtag Mike T, help save your confidences. Now let's get that dub.
Facts. Wifey saved me, and his Coach T told me don't blink. So that's why I ain't blink. He said you gotta put your face in the fan. He says not what you're capable of, but what you're willing to do. I was capable of going in the house, but I was willing to stay in the fight, Deke. All right? I didn't blink. Okay? In the face of adversity, I chose to keep going forward, Deke. All right? If I was a gangster rapper, I would say, I ain't ducking no smoke. That's what I would say, all right? I spent the block on it. That's what I would say. But, I'm just glad that I'm here with you today, Deke. Just happy.
Let's go, UW. TA in Canada saying at today's presser they were shocked by Sunday and don't have an answer for why it happened. It's Thursday. Well, GP did say in his presser little interview scrum that the 49ers came out in like different formations or different coverages than what we were expecting. So that like kind of threw us off in the first half.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they're talking about, but they didn't want to say what GP
Specifically.
said. Yeah.
Either the coverage part or he could be speaking to the energy levels because you look at the intensity from the Niners and you look at the intensity from the Steelers and they were definitely two different levels. So maybe that could be it that he's referring to. And
yeah, didn't want to call out the team like that.
yeah, because when you start saying that publicly, we know media is going to spin that and make a big ordeal one way or the other. Whereas, like you said, internally, man, you're literally just saying to yourself, bro, we came out flat. They jumped on us early, and we had a bad day at the office. Nothing more, nothing less. We ain't trying to minimize it. We ain't trying to find a finger to point or a person to blame. It's like, bro, we know we could be better than this. We all know we could be better than this. So let's go ahead and just execute. It's less about the opponent, more about us. And that's always the message, man. And leaving out of that stadium, yeah, you can make a kiss that Niners team. Even if we played our best game, they still could have pushed us, But
right.
It's one of those things that we know if we play our brand of football, that's night and day from what we saw Sunday.
Right.
And that's what you bank on, man. But yeah, you can't try to minimize what happened on Sunday by, trying to direct blame or fault elsewhere when it's like, nah, it is literally that simple, man. But the beauty is now you get another opportunity to go out here. But you got to go out here and execute now because you don't get the, you only get 17 guaranteed. Then after that, it's about if you've earned the right to keep going. So you don't get a ton of time to just waste away. But as a whole, you still feel good if you're in Pittsburgh right now, man. Because this is less about them, more about us, though.
Right. That's how I felt. Oh, back to the Kenny concussion thing, too.
Mm-hmm.
That new helmet must be working pretty good, though. He did smack his head pretty hard, it looked like.
All good, baby. I just love how we pick, like, which hits or which helmet to the ground, like, is more. Nobody talk about Najee getting smacked, turning around like a gunshot going off of his face. That's way more high probability for a concussion than Kenny falling the way that he did. Now, granted, you can still get concussed like how Kenny, man, we've seen that as well. But in terms of the Najee hit, no one talked about that at all. But that's just one of them things where it's like, because Najee don't have a lot of bad tape out there from Sunday, we not looking for every little reason,
Well, I think that's your job. That's what you got to do.
That's not my job.
Can you find that video?
That is not my job, bro.
You got to post it.
That is not my job.
Oh, you guys are talking about
that
the
is
Kenny
not
hit.
my
What about
job.
this Najee hit?
That is not my job, bro.
What play was it on? Maybe I'll do it.
You know me. It's the play where Fred Warner ran through
hear it
and
on the
bopped
TV?
him, and it sounded like a gunshot went off. That one, yeah. But in all seriousness, though, man, like, I'm not tripping on it one way or the other. But no, I definitely don't be trying to prove a point or change your mind. I just give my perspective. It's just like I'm just shooting shots. I don't play defense. I just shoot. Yeah,
I might go try to find that play. You want me to mix it up on social media?
Nope. I just.
Moats told me to post this.
Nope, I ain't say nothing. I just shoot and I could go.
Fine. You want me to take credit for it and see how it goes?
Man, I'm out the way, bro. Hey, this is I'm just throwing it out there for the people that always look for a reason to justify. I'm just like, if you play the devil's advocate, you could throw out all type of stuff. Is ultimately what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, we could go through this list of, it's so many plays where we could say, yo, was this the reason why? Or was that the reason why? Or was it this? Man, maybe Matt Canada got beat up on the way to work. Maybe that was why. Maybe his tummy was hurt. Maybe he had a bad cup of coffee. Could that have been the case? No?
We don't have video evidence of any of that.
Oh. Just figure we just go that route. We start making up stuff, man.
No, we need to see a video or a picture of, like, Canada at a bar. Or,
okay.
You get what I mean?
Rod Dollar brought up Greenlaw assaulting Anthony McFarland on the sidelines. Yeah, he caught a body, too. Yeah, Greenlaw definitely fired on him, too. I remember that one.
We got a helmet shot there?
I'm not going there with you guys, man. I'm not looking for reasons to justify. I'm just telling you what I saw. That's it, man. I'm innocent.
Phantom TV, Kenny's pump fake made me embarrassed to be a fan. Come on, dude.
Deke broke down the pump fake. All right. He gave us reasons why it looked and why it happened the way that it did. So we're good.
Yeah, I think he was just caught off guard a little bit.
Maybe he was concussed, right? Just go that route. Yeah. Every bad thing that happened, just throw it on that.
That makes sense, too. Yeah, it wasn't like a natural movement. It was like a concussed
his
pump fake.
His equilibrium was off. And
that's the type of pump fake you make when you're concussed.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely.
The Jacob Alessio is Pitt where players come to get lost in the shuffle.
If you allow yourself to, yeah. But that's not a negative on Pittsburgh. I think that's just how competitive it can get at times. It makes you have to come here and really beat somebody out. I could speak firsthand to that. Now, granted, my opportunity came from somebody getting injured, but then when they came back, I had to make sure that even though they were trying to give them people every single opportunity, I had to make sure you was doing enough and more than enough at times to keep a helmet, to keep a roll on defense, to stay playing and stuff like that. But yeah, it's real like that, man. Absolutely. But that's how it goes, man. I don't think it's a negative though, honestly, though. I think that if you want a highly competitive atmosphere where nothing is given to you and we don't care about, you hear Coach Thomas say all the time, I don't care how you got here, right? And he's saying that because he's saying, I don't care if you were a first rounder, I don't care if you were an undrafted free agent. If you're good enough to play and you can beat somebody out in here and take somebody's spot, we'll make a space for you. But you got to be able to do it. And he says all the time, if it's close, I'm not doing that. Like, I would much rather go with something young, homegrown, something that, we didn't pick instead of something that then came over here.
Cheaper
So,
too.
yeah, absolutely. I done had that convo, baby. Yeah. But that's, when you talk about coming over here and getting lost, that can definitely happen, man.
Who would you label as guys?
I'm not doing
got
that.
lost in the
Stop that. I'm not doing that, bro. Okay, Lance Moore.
He's a good one.
He's a perfect one.
I would say like Morgan Burnett,
Yeah.
Mark Barron,
Uh-huh.
Dante Moncrief.
That was more performance related. Chill out, man. But yeah, bro.
Okay, so you're talking about guys that didn't do anything negative.
Right. And it just,
Lance Moore's a good one.
yeah, because Lance, it was
Morgan
never
Burnett
a
as
negative
well.
about Lance. It was just the style of offense that he was coming from versus what we were trying to do here and versus what we were trying to do with the players here.
Well, Darius Green just got hurt.
Yeah. He was just
That was his
the
problem.
concussions. Yeah.
Who else? Yeah, those would be like the top 3 or 4
Those
names.
ones that popped off to me, yeah. Like in the recent, see? Because Hebe wasn't brought over
I was
to
gonna
be
say,
that.
and
though.
and I actually think Hebe was productive for
Yeah,
us.
because
Did what he needed to
Because
do.
me, Hebe, and Lance came at the same time, but Lance was here to be the receiver. Hebe was here to be the teamer. Like that was real clear in terms of how they communicated it. Like every single meeting, it seemed like we all knew that was a convo. Hebe, you're a former first round high pedigree guy. You're not a wide receiver here. You're a special teamer. If you're willing to change your mindset and buy into this, you got a job. If not, you're not gonna see this field. And literally, I watched this dude like say, all right, and become one of the dopest special teamers, during our time here.
Yeah.
So,
And then when he did play receiver, I never felt like he let us down.
No, he produced when he needed to, yeah.
I thought him and Ben had like this weird good chemistry whenever
Yeah.
he'd have to step in.
I would agree. But yeah, Moncrief, I feel like he's different. That's not the same.
That's not lost in the shuffle.
Not at all.
Melvin Ingram's not lost in the shuffle either.
Melvin didn't lose, so he was heavily a part of it.
He just wasn't happy.
Right. Melvin, I looked at like my role. Like an injury happened, so you got opportunity, and now you're heavily a part of the mix because you're doing what you're supposed to do. Before Jarvis got hurt, bro, I played 3 snaps, 2 snaps. He gets hurt, then I'm playing and starting games and going forward. You look at Ingram, TJ, he was banged up, right? So Ingram got that opportunity early on. Then was it a couple weeks later? That's when was it Highsmith that missed the game? Because I feel like it was like both of them. TJ missed one.
Yeah.
Highsmith was like the back and forth, but it kept Ingram playing. It kept him heavily involved.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where we're like, yo, we feel good about this rotation. And then he just was like, I don't want to do this no more. Whereas me, I won't trip. I'm like, hey, man, hey, if you really gonna stand by your word and really let me play the 6th rounder from Buffalo that then came down here on the vet men and this the 1st rounder from a year ago, if you gonna let me play, oh man, I ain't got nothing to hey, it's all up. Because most places, that don't happen, bro. Most places, that 1st rounder come back, hey, Mr. Cheap free agent, man, you gonna sit over here on the sideline, baby. You getting all those snaps. So yeah. So you could definitely get lost.
Who's he talking about now, though? Why was that
I don't
randomly
know.
brought
Let's see
up?
what he says. Does he have a follow-up?
Got lost in the shuffle. Who's getting lost in the shuffle right now?
Let's see if there's a follow-up.
Boykin?
Maybe he's talking about a young guy. But the young guys are homegrown, though, so.
Yeah.
So they're still getting time to develop. I'm trying to think of a free agent right now.
Drafted. No, Holcomb played a lot. Landon Roberts played a decent amount. Quan was out there.
Sullivan,
Pat P.
maybe?
We definitely got to see Pat P out there.
You, wow. Why are you like this, Deke?
I'm a little disappointed in Pat P because I saw
How
like an
you
NFL Insider video that popped up on Twitter, and he went to Purdy afterwards and like shook his hand or whatever, like patted him on the shoulder, like, "Hey man, like, I didn't mean anything personal about it, this and that." I just don't know if he does that if he does get a pick on Purdy, right?
Right. Low key, that I went and looked at that pick again that he should have had when he was guarding. What's the tight?
There was one across the middle.
Yeah, the tight end. He was on. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank on my man's
Kittle.
Yeah. Okay, because literally in my mind, I'm thinking of my daughter. I was talking to her about my strength coach at JMU named Greg. And I'm like, yo, it's not Greg. It's not Greg. It's George. It's George.
I've definitely said that a couple times.
In my mind,
Greg Kittle.
I kept saying Greg. I'm like, what's his name? It's not Greg. I'm not about to say Greg. So that's, yeah, bro. But you literally see Pat P, man.
I think he had 2 hands on it, right?
Bro, it hits him square in the chest.
Oh.
Like, he breaks perfectly. The ball, bop, and falls through. Like, he broke on it beautifully. I don't know if... This is Pat P, so I trust his eyes. I've never broke on anything that quick. That's like a. Did you run that? Did you know that route was
He had
like?
to tell.
Yeah, bro. Because the way he broke, I'm just like, holy smokes, man. Like, you either are the most like elite level confidence, or you just reckless as heck. Because it was no like he ain't wait. He just shot it. But that's partly why he like the ball caught. Like, I feel like it might have surprised him how fast it got there. Because the timing was perfect on the throw in terms of Purdy. It wasn't like he was holding it. He anticipated it. But that's, I feel like, why Pat, I don't know if he's supposed to catch that one, man. That changed the game, too. Because that's right at midfield, bro. We got the offense. We got the ball now, offense, short field.
And it would have been cool for him
points.
to actually call a shot like that.
Yeah. Especially after Purdy got a chance to, yeah.
Because the second one with Ayuk, that was just like a mossing in a way. That had nothing to do with tells.
But you know the funny thing, though? Because Pat P is on our side, we kind of let that moss, like, oh, that one ain't that bad. But if that would have been Pickens on one of their dudes, bro, we talking.
It's tough because it was like he caught it low. He didn't catch it. He didn't dunk it on him. You know what I mean? That's why it's like it's kind of a mossing, but it just wasn't. It wasn't like, it's tough to say because it was a really nice catch, good coverage. It wasn't one of those like jump out your seat highlight type of catches though. Like the one Pickens had on the sideline.
It was crazy.
Like I literally said, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
Whereas that one, I think he just like caught it into his body and
2 feet, toe tap. But it was more so just the fact that he actually caught it.
And
it was
on
Pat
P, just like
that's
that.
What it was.
Mono y mono.
Because Pat P is like our guy right now, so it caught us all off guard. For those to be the 2 times, it's like, dang, you slipped on the one, and then that happens.
Saying that shit before the game too. Yeah, because I think it was the same video. Him and Ayuk were talking. Did you see that?
I did not see the
Debo
video.
and Ayuk were talking on the sideline. And they were like, I thought he had the tells.
You know they gonna get spicy, bro.
See that play though, the second touchdown had nothing to do with tells. That's why at least that pick would have been cool because that was literally him calling a shot.
Yeah, because he jumped the heck out. He's seen something because he jumped that, bro.
So it looks like Jacob's talking about Pickens.
So put it like this then. If he's talking about Pickens, maybe he's just referring to the lack of targets, but I still don't put that on. Man.
When don't we feature receivers, though, that are good?
Yeah. We got, like, a young quarterback.
Yeah, this is
new. This ain't
going
like
on our second year without Ben.
Right. Because traditionally, man, receivers go, if you a guy that we draft like that and we know you nice, you going to get
Claypool's
your
best year, probably throughout his whole career, will be here in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Now they're thinking about making him inactive.
I saw, a healthy scratch.
Does Omar trade back for him? Trade a 7th to get Claypool back?
Bro, you know how crazy that would be.
I don't know if I want Claypool, though, to be honest. I know we could use some receiver help with Deontay out. I don't know if I want Claypool, though.
So if you had to choose, I don't even know if he's available, but if it was James Washington and Chase Claypool, who would you bring back? Okay.
I would do Claypool.
Okay. If it was Claypool and Antonio Brown, who would you bring back?
Claypool.
All right. If it was Claypool,
you got to take Claypool's phone off him or something, though. There's got to be some Kyler Murray clause in his contract.
Bro, this is Claypool we talking about, bro. It's not happening. It's definitely not happening.
No more press conferences or interviews from him. We don't want to hear from him.
After I saw Claypool get mad with people for getting mad with him for celebrating the first down in that Vikings game, and then after the game he doubles down, I'm like, oh Lord, yeah. Some people is just like, bro, mentally they just in 2 different places right now, man. You arguing about that at that point in the man. That's all. It
was terrible.
I would agree. It was not the best.
But yeah, I would take Claypool over both those guys you named. You got any others? Anthony Miller? I'd go Claypool.
See, that's too easy one. I want to get like another like
Claypool or Juju.
Well, Juju's starting in Juju's a starting Super Bowl champion. Man, I'm taking Juju over Claypool.
I'd probably take Juju. Although there was that one reporter that said his knee's really banged up.
They said that, and the whole, man, it's supposed to be like a ticking time. I'm about to explode, but yet I'm watching him play.
Did he have a good game against the Eagles?
I mean, it's the daggone Patriots offense. I'm watching Mac Jones, bro. I'm not a fan of it. Personally.
33 yards, 4 receptions, 33 yards last week.
Mac Jones.
I would take Juju over Claypool.
I'm taking Juju, bro. But I'm also biased. I like Juju. Juju's my guy. He's good dude,
if we get Claypool on the cheap, I'd rather have that than paying 10 for Juju if contracts were involved.
If contracts are involved, sure, but even with contracts involved, I would still rather take what I'm getting with Juju for the 10 than all the negative that's going to come with me bringing back Claypool on the contract that
You
he's
think
on.
Juju will keep it more within the lines?
Of course he would. And since he's already getting the contract, what else are we going to be debating about? Juju plays hard. He's going to block like a son of a gun. When he's on the field, his energy is always where it needs to be. He catches everything you throw to him.
We're just done with the TikTok nonsense.
Yeah, it's just
We
it's
don't
the
want
social
that.
media stuff. But that's still very prevalent with him. So we know that comes with that. But I can live with that if I'm choosing that between the Claypool. Because right now with Claypool, okay, eventually you're going to want a new contract, right? That's the next thing that's going to come up.
He's on an Artie Burns path right now.
Okay. But
He'll be lucky to get a 5th year. Almost like Devin Bush even,
I'm
too.
with you.
Like, if he's
I'm
going to
with-
be inactive for the Bears.
He doesn't get a 5th year option because he was a second-round pick.
Oh.
So he'll be unrestricted.
No,
free
that's what I
agent.
mean.
Yeah. He's
I
looking for a
think
second
he'll be
contract, though.
signing for that, like, just 1 year deal potentially next
Yeah.
year, prove it deal,
Yeah.
as opposed to getting some type of long term extension. Like, they're making him inactive. They traded a 2nd-round pick for him.
Yeah. Which is crazy,
That's
bro.
crazy. Or at least they're thinking about it.
But if they're thinking about it, outside of maybe okay, does this guy got a neck? All right, do we need to bump him, sit him down? If everything is healthy, he probably would be an inactive.
If
which
we
is
had
crazy.
one more receiver go down, I think you make some calls maybe. Bring back old 11. He didn't play bad for us last year.
I don't think that's what
He
we
had that
need,
really
bro.
good Buccaneers game, and then we shipped him off.
I just don't think that's what we need, bro. Man.
I agree. That's the problem. I
Yeah,
think we
bro.
got all the nonsense off this team, and everyone's pretty blue collar.
And my thing is, even with, because we brought up Juju. You obviously know I was here with Juju, man. As much of the fun stuff, he's still football first, bro. Like, he rocks with that part when we're in that building. When we talking about catching the football, when we talking about blocking, when we're talking about effort. Bro, you can look on social media, and they showing clips of Claypool out there in that offense, man. And the effort is very questionable. Blocking, running routes. Granted, he's probably upset with whatever is going on over there, but this is the part of when we talk about being a professional. You don't get to dictate that part when it's game day. When it's game day, it's what you're paid to do. You put that on tape, that's on tape.
Right.
Period. Don't nobody want to hear all that. So it's like, man, I don't have clips of Juju if he was having issues internally in the locker room or with the organization coming out there and not putting out effort. That's a different
That's
ballgame
true.
because now I'm asking myself, so if you get pissed off at week 12, you just going to shut it down on me? When I ask you to go block out that backside DNA Miles Garrett, you just going to olay that? When I need you to run the clear out route so that way I can get Calvin Austin early, you know what I'm saying, in space, let him run. You ain't gonna run hard because you ain't getting, like, that's what made me think of that when I'm watching not just one, not just two, not just three. I'm like, bro, this a whole clip. Just from that perspective, that is not the energy that I personally want here at Pittsburgh. And I'm sure Coach T, seeing that type of stuff, has similar vibes with it because that reminded me of LeGarrette Blount when he got pissed off, bro. LeGarrette Blount got pissed off because L. Bill was cooking. He wasn't getting his touches. Walked off on us, bro. I don't want you if you're going to walk off on me, baby. I don't need that.
Right. Now, that's the thing with Claypool. He didn't really show much of that here. He showed more
Correct.
like airheadedness.
Right.
And then we just got reports after he was traded that there was something off with him potentially in the locker room.
Yeah.
He gave off bad vibes
The
and
things
just
that
wasn't
I
what the Steelers
saw-
were looking for.
I thought that it was just more so he wasn't really self-aware.
Right.
But I chalked that up to immaturity because he was young. That's how I looked at it.
Yeah, and then he goes to Chicago, and you
Yeah.
know, you get these off-season reports of him that
Mhm.
Bears are unimpressed by him, regretting the trade a little bit, and
Yeah.
now he's being considered inactive potentially.
Well, sometimes, though, you got to go through this little bit of a valley, and
But
maybe
that's what I'm
you can get
saying.
out of it.
If
We'll see.
if we trade back for him, it's like, okay, this is your last leg.
My thing is this. Okay, how's Devin Bush in Seattle right now?
I didn't see that game.
I didn't either. That's why I was asking. I didn't see it because I thought of like Artie, right? When Artie had left here and how it transpired and how he's still trying to get on the ground. He had some injuries, but I think of Jarvis. I think of, guys that it didn't work out for here when they left. Did it change? And what happened? Why you laugh like that, bro?
Dude, you just type in Devin Bush. The first thing that pops up here, Seahawks may look to trade former Steelers linebacker Devin Bush. Sports Illustrated. This was 2 weeks ago, though, so
All right.
I guess this was whenever they were talking about cuts. I was going to say, too, don't let Devin Bush have 0 tackles in week 1.
Don't do
He
that.
had 1 combined.
Why you say combined with your smile on your face, Deke? You sick, bro. Why are you like that, man?
0 sacks.
You are a sick guy.
Yeah, one total tackle for D. Bush.
Mm-mm-mm.
But yeah, if like I said, if we get an injury bug or something with this receiver unit, bring back some familiarity. CC.
Well, he's
trade him a 7.
He's on the roster right now. He's on a roster right now.
Trade him a 7.
He's on a roster right now, so we'll cross that bridge when we need to cross that bridge.
It would just be another little thing to add to Omar Khan's resume. We get a 2nd for Claypool, and then we get Claypool back for like a 7th.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm good on that one, man. We good on that one, man.
Richard Arbizo wants Tyler Vaughns over Claypool.
Tyler's a good player, man.
Where's he at?
Last I checked, he was what, USFL, right? He's the USFL or the XFL. Is one of those leagues.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But he was doing well in the league, though.
Okay. Jacob Alessio says, I apologize if I ever offended anyone here. All love.
What did he say earlier? Or is he just throwing it out there?
Maybe just any past transgressions.
That's how I felt yesterday after that little grill fire, bro. I was over here like, yo, if I've wronged you in any way, shape, or form, I apologize. All right, I gotta clear my conscience, man. I don't know what's going on. Maybe my karma off a little bit or something, baby. Or maybe I'm living right, and that's why it didn't blow up on me. Perspective.
Right.
Perspective.
It wasn't your time to go.
Wasn't my time.
You have more impact to make on this world.
Larry.
Zay Breezy. Oh, well, what Jacob Alessio should have done, though, too, and if I offend anyone in the future, that would have covered all bases.
Covered all, yeah.
Anything in the past, anything
That's why I just
forward.
say, with all due respect, I said it like before me and Deke ever start the show. I just get it out the way so that way if anyone's offended, I've already said with all due respect before the show ever started. So we're good.
Zay Breezy, also see y'all at the Raiders game. The takeover.
Let's go. Coming soon.
Yeah, I'm sure that Raiders game.
It's going to be insane out there, bro.
Yeah, that one and the Houston one. Any of those West Coast games, man. We do
it's gonna
show
be insane
out.
out there, bro.
We got a really good base out there on the West Coast. Chris G, it was cool meeting you at the game, Moats. Just as cool in person.
No,
Do you
man,
see GP becoming an issue if he don't get more targets, especially when losing?
Not yet. Because to me, I still look at it and I say he's still at the very passionate stage. He has not, crossed that line in any way just yet. Just because he has a frown on his face on the sideline, bro, what you supposed to be smiling because you're losing? Nah, we are like the most competitive people. Some of us are, And when you taking an L, man, and you a guy as competitive as Pickens, think about where Pickens is coming from. How many times he lost while he was at Georgia? Heck, I would wonder how many times he lost while he was at high school. And now you get to the league in your first season, well, he took some L's. Now you're here in year 2, and he's like, bro, we ready. And he knows he's very much impactful. And he feels if he can get going and you give him opportunities, he could be the reason why this team goes where they go. Very similar to him at Georgia. So I look at him right now, and I just see a dude that knows how talented he is and that believes in himself with crazy, on a crazy level, and is just hungry. I don't fault that, though, man. But, yeah, as long as it's not to the point where you're seeing him throw helmets, knock over Gatorade stuff, or he's walking up on Kenny, and it's like a confrontation, it's tension there. As long as it's not that, I'm cool. Like, I think of...
I'm not worried about the liked Instagram video.
Yeah, I'm not, honestly. I'm really not. And I was going to say this, man. For examples of if it got to this, would you be concerned? I thought of the Diggs, Josh Allen playoff game a year ago where you saw at the end Diggs and Josh kind of have a verbal back and forth. That is a part of Diggs. But knowing their backstory, their relationship, they come out of that and how they communicate. And then you see them on Monday night. Similar scenario, but instead of it being, I'm going to yell at you, it's show, I believe in you. I uplift you. You know what I mean? That's the thing with Pickens. I'm like, as long as we not getting to the point where it's the verbal, I'm beefing with you and we can all see this and now everybody in our business, as long as it ain't that, bro, I don't think it's going to ever be an issue. And that was the one thing I would say about 7 and 8-4. They might be dealing with some stuff behind closed doors, but that was family business behind closed doors. on Sundays, man, it was very rare that you would ever see 7 or 8-4 up in each other. Like, bro, what you doing? Like, because we know, man, in order for us to win, we all got to be on the same page. We got to feel good. And I can't be beefing with you and you my quarterback. And you can't beef with me if I'm your receiver. Because your job is dependent upon me and my job is dependent upon you, man. So that's why I'm like, we still good with Pickens right now. I don't think it's going to become an issue because of him and Kenny's relationship right now. And as long as we don't see any other signs that make you think otherwise, I would be all right. But more importantly, we got to start winning, though, man.
Yeah, that'll cure all. And there have been no signs in the past that there's anything negative between those two. It's only been positive.
It's only positive. Remember, this is the guy with the hair.
Yeah.
That's what we call the guy with the hair, man. Kenny with the hair.
Yeah, and anytime he's been asked about Pickett, even like this offseason, more recently in interviews and whatnot, always been talking about KP8 has been glowing stuff. Yeah. And then I wanted to say this, too, because this was a comment. I think this is a good point. Big Jenks 412 says, I love that losing makes Pickens that mad because we could have it the other way, like a guy we just mentioned, Claypool.
And all honesty, bro, like...
Laughing in the locker room. Remember the Arthur Millette stuff?
I'm telling you for a fact, bro.
Well, I guess we didn't know who it was, but everyone guessed. It was either Millette, Bush, or Marcus Allen.
No,
right?
It was Millette who called the guy out. Yeah, Millette called him
out.
Yeah,
we made the guess of who it was, and like those were the top three names.
Yeah, and honestly, he's 100% right, bro. And we talked about that even when that happened. It's like you would much rather be in the locker room with dudes that are pissed off because they hate losing than guys that are keying everybody on their phone, joking, laughing after you lost. You like, bro, if this ain't serious to you, maybe you should go to another team, bro. Because to us, this is life or death. To us, we be willing to put it all on the line. Some of us have put it all on the line, and we've seen how it turned out. So if you go laugh at the L, bro, like, yeah, you might just go on that side, man. So I can 100% get that energy from a Millette. And we could, I mean, you already know what it is, man. Not everybody is, you called it out. Yeah. It'd be like that. But that's neither here nor there. We got Pittsburgh stuff. And GP, he here. So we good. He cares.
He'll definitely be getting more targets now, no Deontay.
No,
but like,
facts.
you even look at week 1, he had 7. I know we probably want to get that more into double digits, but it's not like he wasn't targeted.
Exactly. It was just the expectations where he's going to have a big play. He never got that just yet.
Yeah, the only one was that deep ball, and that just looked weird. I don't know what was going on between Kenny and Pickens on that one, because Pickens looked like he slowed up. Kenny overthrew. I don't know. Something was
hit
off
his
there.
head, bro.
That might have been it too. I mean,
you
could always bring that up. Yeah. Let's go, UW. Texas should be on upset watch Saturday when Wyoming pulls up. # horns down. I just said Texas was back last podcast. So let's see what this UW quarterback's got.
Down. Let's go.
Let's see what this Wyoming quarterback's got.
Let's go, UW. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. That's funny.
Julian Stokes, do you guys realize all the good teams lost in week 1 and the teams that weren't supposed to win did? Ironic.
Well, it depends on what you consider a good team.
Yeah, I'd have to look through the schedule.
Yeah, we got to double check that list, man.
Well, I'm with that if he's specifically talking about the Steelers.
There we go.
But I do think the 49ers are still going to be a good team. That was just a good matchup. Like, that was one of the top 4 or 5 games of the week.
Absolutely.
Who's he talking about? Chiefs lost.
Bengals lost.
Who else?
I don't know, man. Oh, some teams out there, man. Yeah.
I'm starting to lose my memory here.
Yeah, you know, I don't be remembering
other
either,
games.
man. Yeah.
Who else?
The Jets, they lost. The Jets definitely lost.
They're not going to be good anymore.
They definitely lost Monday night. The Bills, it was it's a little different perspective for them, but the Jets, they definitely took L Monday night. So maybe they're gonna be good now. Or did they win? Oh, the Jets did win. I was
gonna say. I don't know where you were getting at with that.
Who would have thought? So you know what? I think he is right now. All the good teams did lose week 1. You right. I totally forgot. Oh yeah. Totally forgot about that, man.
Sean McCartney. I don't know if Kenny had a concussion, but how his head hit the ground was not good. How do we feel about this O line? Also, hearts out to J.C. Horn. What happened to JC?
Yeah.
I'll check.
All right. In terms of how we feel about the O-line.
Well, I was going to say with the O-line, who's playing this week? Do we know?
Bro, we're still waiting to find out about Chooks. Yeah.
Right.
We should be getting, it's after 4 o'clock, so we should get an update in terms of with his availability.
Hamstring injury, significant time for J.C. Horn.
Well, he's a runner too in terms of the corner position, so that definitely sucks. It's kind of like the Deontay flip side.
I mean,
them positions, man.
That wouldn't
sucks.
stop me from trading for him right now. Buy on the low.
Are the intentions of it for this year, or are we looking long term?
Both. Like, if he can come back, it's just house money. That'd be awesome.
Okay.
Mid-season or whatnot.
Because I don't want a Akello, and I don't want the William Jackson situation. That's my only thing. And it's a hammy at the cornerback spot. Hammies for corners and receivers, man, they typically linger throughout the year. That's my only concern with it. That's why I was like, if we looking long term, like, all right, if he's for like a postseason or next season or even just like late in the year, then yeah, I just think though the sooner he comes back, because obviously you're gonna want him out there faster sooner rather than later. You just put yourself in a greater position to re-injure it, and like we said, we saw that firsthand even with Akello.
Right.
Yeah.
So Chooks was limited today.
All right, because he's still in the protocol, so that's part of him getting out of the protocol. He has to practice and then ultimately see how he feels after that. All of those are part of it.
Anthony McFarland knee, DNP. Deontay DNP, obviously.
Because you can't even like run around with that thing right now. You got to let that thing chill.
All reliable, Larry Ogunjobi with a foot, limited.
Consistent, baby. That get off still look
Pat
good.
Fryermuth, chest, limited.
You seen the
James
hit he
Daniels,
took.
ankle, limited.
You seen that shot he took.
Yeah. I'm happy it wasn't the head.
Bro, thank God. Thank God. You're right. Yeah, because that shot to the chest, bro. I was actually standing down there because he was about to do the little halftime thing. And, man, when he hit that, the boy hit Pat, I was like, Lord, is that really what it sound like down here? I got nervous, Deke. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I backed up 2 steps. I was like, bro, I don't even want y'all to just mix up and just accidentally hit me. I'm scared.
On the Brown side, though.
Tell me something good.
Shelby Harris, DNP.
Okay.
There's a bunch of guys at DNP, but non-injury related, like Miles Garrett,
was that
Cooper,
for Wednesday or was it Thursday for them still?
This is Thursday.
Okay.
Ika, DNP. Oh, I forgot they got him. Juan Thornhill, and that was a foot injury. Juan Thornhill, safety, calf DNP.
Okay.
And Jedrick Wells, foot, limited.
Yeah, he gonna need some extra over there. That foot ain't gonna help him at all. Limited or healthy. Highsmith coming. Okay? Highsmith is coming.
But yeah, I guess back to the question, how we feeling about the O-line?
This week, not the best. Just because we're shuffling our tackle position potentially if Chooks isn't available. And I'm going to potentially have a rookie at one spot making his first start, and I'm going to have Dan Moore making his first start in the NFL at right tackle versus Myles Garrett and Zadarius Smith. Yeah, I'm over here. If that's the lineup, man, it becomes even more so on Matt Canada because you don't want to put either one of those guys in those particular situations and have them isolated. 4 quarters, you want to minimize, their exposure as much as possible. And the way you do that is line movement, bunches, shifts, having guys line the C area. We would see how they were doing that at times to TJ. In terms of the Niners last week, you would look, George Kittle would line up over there. They would put the bunch over there. They would have some type of misdirection going over there. And TJ still got his numbers. But they were doing different things, giving them different looks to ultimately take some of the pressure off of their right tackle. And you could do that real easier for them because they had Trent on the other side. For us, we're not really going to have that luxury potentially if, those are the odds we got to go out there with. So, yeah, it really becomes more so on Matt Canada's just pre-snap stuff and moving the pocket post-snap to ultimately protect Kenny and those veins. And they usually lean on that run game, too. Whenever it's a team with a great pass rush or you got guys that their front is really aggressive and really dominant, you run at it. You make those dudes play the run. And you make them play the run. And then when you want to take a shot, you max protect that thing. And you got to be, pick your spots when you take your shots. Don't let your pride get you hurt. But that's, how I feel about the O-line right now if we're not going to have Chooks specifically this week.
D. Harris, how do I feel about the O-line?
Because that's just my perspective. I like the dynamic, though. You know that?
We'll figure it out.
Darnell's another dude that's going to help out.
Well, yeah, I think it's one of those things, like, in general, we're going up against a much lesser front seven.
Mm-hmm.
Because not only did the Niners have the edge with Bosa, now they didn't really have like an elite second tier guy.
Mm-hmm.
Browns got Myles Garrett. They also got Zadarius Smith, who's not bad in and of his own right. But everything on the interior is way, way lesser than what we just went up against for the 49ers. So I'm thinking, it goes back to what TG was saying. Let's run it, neutralize the edge guys from trying to go in there and tee off on Pickett. And, we'll make it work. I'm sure we'll get some help from Darnell here or there on the edges. Obviously, probably more on the left side with Garrett.
Yeah, and because Broderick is the rookie.
Well, someone said in the chat they tried out Broderick at right tackle.
I'm sure they're trying multiple things right now because if they felt Broderick was good enough,
and Dan Moore is Myles Garrett's kryptonite, so you don't want to mess that up.
Well, you want to have the least amount of moving parts. If I can have Broderick come in and play right tackle, only Broderick is the new piece. If Broderick has to play left and Dan has to play right, now I got two new pieces.
Right.
Them two new pieces is also a ripple effect, right? Because Broderick now is going to affect Seyumalu. So now Seyumalu is impacted, you see? So now when you're talking Dan Moore, that's going to affect James Daniels. So now we got just multiple. That's what you don't want. So that's probably why they are trying Broderick at right to see, are you capable of doing this? Because if you could play right and we could bring Darnell Washington over there, Pat Frymouth, do some schematic stuff, pre-snap with alignments to help you, we've seen Dan at least be competent, at least hold his own versus Myles. Now we know Myles is still a heck of a player. He's still going to be productive. But we've seen him hold up, and we know if we can get out on time, he can at least do that. We can take care of you on the front side. Now, if he don't feel comfortable over there, and it's like, yo, we got to play him at left because we got to get the rookie out there, now it's a different combo, you know?
Yeah, it probably does make sense for a one-game scenario.
Yeah.
Because I'm not expecting Chooks to be out longer than this week, right?
Yeah.
2 weeks max.
Max. Because he's already practicing. So we already know he's not to the, like, it wasn't to the extent of where we've seen some of these dudes was like, yo, they can't even come to the facility. They can't be around light. If he's practicing, that bodes well. I love the fact that you got an extra day, but the game being on Monday and not Sunday. So I'm like, I'm still holding out hope that maybe he clears it. That's what I'm hoping on.
That's actually the way Chooks got his first start.
Uh-huh.
Because who was it that went out?
It was
was he playing guard at the time?
No,
or was he playing
played right tackle. And it was the Broncos game.
Who was it?
It might have.
Wasn't it the Rams game?
I thought it was the Broncos. I thought it was versus Vaughn. I thought he had Von Miller first, and then it was J.J. Watt the next year.
Might have been. Yeah. But yeah, someone went out.
Or maybe it was the same year, but I know
in.
Vaughn was early. I thought the first start was against Von Miller. I do remember that one.
Okay.
And he played well because that was the James Conner and the Xavier Grimble fumbling in the end zone, the 7 pick at the end, like that was all of that game. Yeah. But that was his first start. But it was at right tackle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But was that the same year as that Rams game? Because I thought that was 18 and the
went
Rams
to
were
the Rams
19.
game.
Yeah. And that's when he had to go against who was it?
Unless I'm thinking about someone else. I thought he played that game.
He played Vaughn both times. It was Vaughn.
No, Vaughn wasn't on the Rams.
No, who was the guy he went against?
I think he just got a start and played
Maybe
good.
That's what it was. And he had J.J. Watt. Definitely I feel like the season after because we made
season after
right because we made the joke about he's winning against like all these dudes and he only goes against like Hall of Famers that he does well.
The season after was Ben's first year back,
right. And that's when he started
fans.
Yeah,
and we played Texans like week 3.
Yeah,
but that's how he got it. Yeah, he just had to like spot start for a game.
Yeah,
in 2018, like you said, and also in 2019. So could be the same for Broderick. At least get him some experience here. And we got D. Harris. Yo, Deke and Moats, me and Pops are heading to Pitt this weekend to go to the game. Go. Need some restaurant recommendations. We've hit Permane Bros before.
All right. So they've been to Permane's.
He's done with Permane's.
All right, man. Well, shoot. Go hit up Fiore's, man. A little cool little pizza spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What's that? What would you call that area?
Dormont, Brookline.
Yeah. So literally it's like right by the, what's that tunnel? Oh, my gosh. Because that's not Fort Pitt. That's the Duquesne Bridge, right? It should be
Veterans Liberty Bridge, Veterans Tunnel, Liberty Tunnel. It's one
Tunnel,
of those two. I get the two confused.
Yeah, but that I recommend Fiore's, man. Fire pizza spot, baby. So what you got? Anything?
That's a good one.
Fatheads if you're on the south side, a little wing spot.
Yeah, you know what? What's funny is remember we were talking last week about like the strip district and stuff.
Yeah.
And I said I'd never been down there.
Mm-hmm.
I have been down there. I have gone to spots down there, but whenever I think of Strip District, I think of like going for the whole experience, like a whole day thing, the vendors.
I've
and
never
all
been
that.
for the whole day though. Yeah, I know what you mean though.
I've
Some
been,
people
I've
make,
been
like,
to
a day of
spots
it.
down there because actually I went literally last week on Friday, and it was a good spot. So like I'm gonna suggest it. Coupe de Ville.
Coupe de Ville's good.
They have some really good food.
And they got the games and stuff in there too.
So that's
right?
considered
Yeah.
Strip District.
Yeah.
I've been to spots like that before,
Coupe,
down in the Strip
that's like
District.
a dope. Like that's the new hipster spot. They
It
opened like
it
was like a year, 2 years
cool.
ago.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So that's a
Yeah.
really good food spot.
Yeah, and it's fun. Like you would definitely enjoy Coupe de Ville.
And then you
Yeah.
could probably bar hop or go to different places
Yeah.
down there too. They got
Shout
a place
out
called
to you going to Coupe
Cinderlands.
de Ville, bro.
It's like a brewery.
Let's go.
But then they also have, because as I was driving through the Strip, I saw all these other spots.
It's a spot called
Like
11
on the main street,
It's a
yeah.
spot called 11 down there. That's another nice like trendy spot. Got good food, man. So yeah. You got plenty of options, though, baby.
Landon Bowling. Moats, I'm an assistant D coordinator for the Cincy Bearcats. How can I
Oh.
move up towards the league?
Man,
Give them some game.
well, the thing is this. I'm sure you already got the time because you're already on a staff. So that's the first step. The next thing is about relationships. So, granted, you might not know an NFL person or a person that's on the NFL staff, but if you just Google NFL coaching programs or NFL coaching internships, all that type of stuff, and actually this is the time of year to do it because you typically get picked back up in the spring once the season ends. So you either got the interns for when the season starts, and then you got them, they'll last for the whole year, and then you got some that are just for like OTAs. But what I would say is, man, start Googling just NFL internship programs. I don't know if you're a minority or not. I know they got an NFL Minority Coaching Association as well, where they specifically bring those dudes in for, certain roles as well. But I would do that because it's literally all about the networking. You got to know somebody. If you know somebody, man, you get on the circuit like that, you start going to them coaching clinics, them luncheons and all that stuff. Then before you know it, man, your guy get hired and he's like, I want to take you with me.
Yeah.
And yeah, once you get in the door, now you in there, and then you just got to hope you get you a good player or two, baby.
X Concepts 1 says, Browns wearing their white out uniforms Monday. They're going to be covered in brown streaks.
Bro, that's going to be hilarious. Why are they really doing that?
Yeah, they are. I mean,
That's going to be hilarious. I love it.
should we not be doing our Color Rush jerseys?
I wish, but I don't think we are, though.
Contrast with it?
That's not our color rush date. I wish we did, though. It would be fun.
Yeah, we usually save the Color Rush.
Yeah. It is prime time, though.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense.
It's the Browns.
I'd be for it. But
yeah.
there has not been an announcement, so there's definitely no
And
shots
usually we
out
would
there.
definitely know if it's color rush week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we got Julian Stokes. Ben mentor Kenny like Yoda mentor Luke.
Hey, facts, man. Facts. Or like Obi-Wan mentoring young Anakin, huh? Make it work either way.
That one didn't work out too well.
I mean, it depends on the perspective. We did, create a super villain. Arguably, he's up there in the Hall of Fame of villains.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, he's probably the most powerful guy
He's
with the
up-
Force.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He's definitely in that top 3 combo.
He's the one that took out Sidious.
Yeah, like this is Darth Vader. So maybe it could work. Either way, it could work.
Yeah, it seems like Kenny and Ben have a good
Yeah.
rapport. They had a good combo on the podcast.
You are the chosen one. Don't you do it, Kenny? I got the higher ground. All right, you see it, bro.
It's sad because all Anakin was trying to do was save the lady.
That's it, bro.
It really is a tragedy. I feel bad for him.
That's it, bro. And I feel it too, though. I could totally understand it. First, he was doing it for his mom. Now he's doing it for his lady. I'm like, bro, it's just a man of passion, just a man of love.
Yeah, that's it. And
Yeah.
then she dies, and then I think
He black, bro. He
Yeah.
blacked out.
there's no going back.
That's the thing that be scared about sometimes. I'm like, bro, it get. You don't know how you can respond to that when that happened, bro. Depending on how it go, like, oh Lord, yeah, Anakin. I'm like, bro, I get it. He said, all right, I'm out for blood. Everybody and their mama gonna get this one. It's like I feel it.
Well, yeah. Did you see the Obi-Wan series yet?
I did not check, man. I
Because
haven't had a chance to watch anything.
You'll
yet,
even
bro.
feel that more in those
Even more
6
so?
episodes.
Yo,
Of
that's
just
dope,
like
man. Okay.
his
That's
just
dope.
anger. Just
That's dope. Because that's what I did love about when they started diving that. We don't want to get too off topic, but I did like that part, though, because, like, you could relate to that. It wasn't like he's wanted to be, I want to take over the world. I want to be the richest. I want to be this. It's like, nah.
Hates Obi-Wan.
Nah, it was from him loving, and him trying to figure out, why can't I use this to save them because you telling me this. Yeah.
But then he's the one that killed her.
They said Matt Canada is Jar Jar. Y'all got to stop. Yo, y'all are foul. Y'all are foul, bro. They really called him Jar Jar.
They're calling AB Anakin.
Hey, y'all sick, bro. You were the chosen one.
Big Ben Obi-Wan then.
He was the chosen one. If you think about it, he was the chosen one. He was the chosen one. I could because Obi-Wan is fire and Obi-Wan is already entrenched, but does Obi-Wan have the personal accolades that like a Darth Vader has? So when you think Ben AB do got some of the personal a little bit, but 7 is 7. Obi-Wan is stamped. 7 is stamped. Yeah. He could definitely be dark because he is public enemy number 1 in terms of NFL villains right now, bro. I don't know what other NFL villain is a bigger villain than AB right now. Just off the top of my head.
Canada. Well, here's what's funny about the Jar Jar Binks comparison. Have you ever seen the Jar Jar Darth Sith Lord theory?
No. Oh yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
So like that would make sense then.
It would.
It actually would go hand in hand. Like Canada's taking us out from the inside.
Yes. I don't buy it though. Do you buy it, Jar Jar? I can't buy it.
The Darth Lord thing.
I can't buy it.
I haven't
Jar
watched
Jar,
that video
bro.
in a while.
I can't buy it, bro.
It made sense.
It made perfect
when
sense
I
when they
watched
broke
it
it
made
down.
sense.
It did make sense when they broke it down. I just can't buy Jar Jar being that. I just can't, bro. Yeah, it's Jar Jar. Is it me? Is it Jar Jar Binks? Can't. Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely. If you're it can't be, bro. No, take me. Turn the grill back on, bro. If that's the one, turn the grill back on. We ain't going up. Can't be Jar Jar. Can't be him. No.
We got Julian Stokes. Y'all seen Darnell Washington pancake Nick Bosa?
I did, man. Nice action by him, man. Continuing to drive his feet. Coaching point on both sides of that thing. Excellent work by Darnell, keeping hands tight and inside. And then for Bosa, man, defeat the block first before trying to come off of said block. Because when you start trying to come off of the block before you defeat it, now you give up that leverage and, yeah, you get on that ride.
Phantom TV, Samalu had a pancake on Bosa too. It was nasty.
No, he did, man. Samalu had some spots, man. He had some flashes, but like I said, I felt like the team as a whole, we had moments, but as a whole, it just wasn't consistent enough. And versus a team like the Niners, who are very consistent, or at least they were on Sunday, it kind of gets like how it was out there, man.
Ishkur 16 is joining the upper room.
Shout out to Ishkur 16 and welcome to the upper room. And we also had Rarity Unlimited. So Rarity Unlimited, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I just seen it up there. So I just pop. Yeah.
Mike Schrader, week 1, good opponent.
Yo, Sean McCartney. Misa gonna jet sweep now. I can't stand y'all, bro.
Yeah, like Canada's just the bubbling idiot up.
Oh my god!
In the press box and
he's just sabotaging it from within the whole
offense
time.
Is just.
Oh my god! I don't know what we're gonna do here. You know what? Let me call jet sweep. All right, I think we'll call it jet sweep to the right this time. All right, yeah, then probably you with the jet sweep. All right, then we're gonna do it. I can't stand it, bro. It's funny though. Shout out to Jar Jar Binks.
Mike Schrader says, week 1, good opponent. Honestly, there's concern, but, bro, we showed it last year. It ain't how you come out the gate, except Watt. At the end of the year, we're talking about him being in Canton for real.
No, seriously, man. I want him to go for 30. Why not?
He's on pace for 50-something.
Why not? Can you get me 30?
Yeah, why can't he get 2 or 3 this week? I mean,
like, seriously, bro.
Very much within the realm of possibility.
We smashed this
I expect it. I mean, if you gave me an over-under 1.5 for TJ, I'd take the over.
I'm taking 2. Absolutely. But yeah, get your 30 piece, man. Why not?
That'd be wild.
Why not?
Gun May. I mean, the
why not?
National media would still somehow find a way to put Myles Garrett over.
You know they would.
They'd probably have TJ 3 or 4.
It's because Myles Garrett has nicer cleats. They like Myles and his Adidas, where TJ has his like Rees. They don't like the Reebok. It's not a national sponsor for the team no more. So it's like by rule they gotta. We show the pictures. Show the Adidas pictures. Don't show them Reebok pictures. That's got to be it, bro.
Gun May, rain or shine, we repping the black and gold out here in Sacktown.
Big
Much
facts.
love y'all, let's handle business with these elves.
Big facts. And shout out to Sacktown as well, man. You know what it is over there, man. Let's get it.
I actually would love for Pittsburgh to steal the Sacramento Kings.
What you mean?
Bring them over here. Dude, California
like
has
come here. I see what
already
you mean.
way too many NBA teams.
When you said STEM, I was like, hold on, Deke, how we gonna do that?
Pittsburgh Kings, that'd be kind of badass.
I'm down for it, bro. Do we get that?
I don't care how bad a team we get here.
They hosted
I don't
in
care.
the playoffs.
Can we just get an NBA team?
Remember, they
please?
hosted the Warriors this past year too, bro.
I know they're actually good. I guess what I'm
Yeah.
saying is I'll take any team, but Sacramento makes sense to me just because there's already so many other California teams, and Sacramento, for the most part, has been dismal. I know they're a little bit more on the uptick now with the young talent, but just give us an NBA team, please. I'll take the Pelicans too.
That's all.
Give us them.
That's all.
Pistons.
And you're right on that too. Detroit, I think Detroit could definitely be a possibility more than Sacktown because
That'd be hard.
I'm
Pittsburgh Pistons.
Come on, bro. Absolutely. Shout out to Rod Dollar too. He said that TJ wears Under Armour. You're right. He does now wear Under Armour. He used to wear Reebok though. Yeah, those were the.
JJ was Reebok, and JJ
and TJ started out with Reebok.
Didn't JJ switch to Under Armour
at the end?
And then, TJ switched to Under Armour.
Yeah, but I still actually got my first pair of watts right that I work out in on the regular. I tell you all the time, I work out in my watts. Yeah, heavy on the Reebok. I remember when he couldn't even put the logo. That's when we found out about Cody. Cody used to paint his shoes all the time. Cause he's like, bro, you out here basic Reeboks, bro. He decorate them up, put a little logo on them. He was like, all right, you gonna make these Reeboks cool, baby? Yeah, go for it.
Wasn't that with the Zigs?
Yeah,
they had the that weird design.
Yeah,
that loopy design.
The zigzag. Yeah, I had them too when I first came, man. Because at first Reebok was the sponsor, then Reebok went away. Yeah.
I never liked those. I thought they were terrible.
So I've never been a Reebok guy like that, but when they gave me my first endorsement, I was like, you know what? I'm a Reebok guy. I remember when I met my wife, I had them zigzags on my feet, bro, and I walked in that thing with the confidence, like, I get paid to wear these, right? Like, so I can wear these, okay? If I was going to buy these shoes, I probably would not, but I get paid to wear these, so it's different. But yeah, bro. Yeah, shout out to TJ though. Now they with the Under Armour, so good call.
Let's go UW. The NFL plans to crack down on illegal tackle alignments starting this week.
They say that every year. Dude's been hollering about that every time though, because the problem is this: as soon as they make them tackles start going and actually aligning on the line of scrimmage, these pass rushers are going to start winning more, and they're going to start hitting these quarterbacks more. And we know this is a quarterback-driven league. That's the big reason why they allow those tackles in the first place to be as far back as they are. And that's the other reason why they'll even allow them, especially with certain quarterbacks, to leave early. Like, this is nothing new. This has been going on. They was talking about it with Lane Johnson last year. Shoot, we used to talk about it with Joe Thomas. Like, all of the tackles, all of them, they do that. So, yeah, they could say they're going to crack down on the illegal tackle alignment. They might call it once or twice this week to give it a little window service. But like I said, man, by week 6, it's going to be definitely full-fledged back into the swing of what everybody has known the tackles alignment to be over these past 10 years, man.
Crystal Pravat, deep fan base in the West.
Shout out to Crystal, bro. We ain't talked to her in a minute.
Yeah.
Shout out to Crystal. Let's go. Hope all is well on your side of town.
She says deep fan base in the West. Lousy one in Western PA.
Man, call them out. Call them out. When you see a fake one, call him out.
Trust me, I have been disappointed in our fans in the past.
Yeah.
Because I do feel like people here take the Steelers' success for granted. Mm-hmm. Like, there was one time, I'll never forget, 2013. I think this was the year before you were here. Mm-hmm. Bumblebee jerseys were going up against the Lions.
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
We were, I don't know. Were we 2-6 at the time?
That was the slow
know.
Start of the series.
Slow start. Yep. Slow start. I mean, the place was empty.
AB should have won that, though. I remember that. The ending was filthy.
I think.
Was that the one with AB?
We might have won that. I can't remember.
I'm off. I'm thinking
it was,
about the...
It was AB versus Calvin Johnson.
Yeah.
They both went off. Crazy.
Was that the same year, though, when AB had the like, walk-off, almost scored, stepped out of bounds in the snow?
That was Lions. Yeah, Steelers did win. The Lions won 37-27. 7-3, 67, 4 touchdowns.
The Bumblebees were filthy, bro.
AB went for 147 and 2. Calvin went for 179 and 2.
Boy, 179 and 2. Oh, Calvin did that to everybody.
We were 3-6 at the time, I think, of that game. Yeah, it was just, I'm like, come on, man. Can we get some support out here?
Nah.
Like, it ain't all over.
Right.
Got a lot of season left.
It happens.
And they bounced back. And I think
they did.
I can't remember if it was that season specifically or the one before that. We went 8-8 in that time.
That was the back and forth. It was 12 and 13.
It literally came down to the last week, and I think the Chiefs kicker missing a field goal. Like, if he would have made the field goal, we would have been in the playoffs, and no one would have wanted to mess with us.
Yeah.
We were really hot at that time, second half of the season. But Q says, "Hey Moats, hear about what the Bills reporter said about Deggs?
Man,
did you hear that? That was pretty funny.
I did. It was funny.
That
Shout out to Maddie though, man. She actually did post like a little thing afterwards. It was like,
did she really need to apologize?
I don't feel like she did, but I feel like it was just her just getting it out the way.
That there's no beef.
Right. Because if you allow it to just linger, we know fans, we know media, we know social media. Is Twitter for positive or is Twitter for negative? Twitter's the negative spot. So the longer that was going to sit out there, it was just going to get negative and negative and negative. And why allow it to start something? You know what I mean? She's with the team. That's my thing. I'm like, bro, that'd be like Missy Matthews or somebody like that saying something about Pickens. Yeah, it's like, bro, they see each other every single day, right? Like, around, like, yeah. So it ain't no. So I was cool with that, man. But
Hot Mike.
Yeah, the Hot Mike is undefeated, bro. That's what I do know. I'm like, at least, it was that being said, not something different, bro. With the Hot Mike.
She still has her job, at least, right?
Yeah. But the Hot Mike, bro, I be in them studios sometime when I do my radio show at West, I'd be scared to talk. I'm like,
sure it's good?
Are you sure, bro? Don't get me. I don't know what I might say if I think this not a Hot Mike. Stop.
Ginsburg, 88. Moats, what is your thoughts on Martavis Bryant coming back to the Steel City? Oh, my. You know what? Honestly, if I'm actually open to Claypool coming back, if we need a receiver, you know what? No, I'd take Claypool over Martavis.
I'm trying to see where you going with this one.
That's tough because Martavis did terrible in the XFL.
That's why I was trying to see where you going with this one.
I'd stick with Claypool, I think, over Martavis.
Okay, because I was really trying to see who was going. Tay, that's my dude too. I likes Tay. I rocks with Tay. Well, yeah, because we're talking specifically those two. It's not like I have an alternative. It's just those two. So I got one that struggled with XFL, one that is giving me bad pouty energy right now.
But might still have more juice.
Yeah.
As a player.
I mean, neither one fit what we need offensively because we still need the every down guy. We need the DJ. That's why the AB made more sense. But, yeah, I'm going to roll with Claypool over Tay if I had to choose for, this year.
How about this one? You know how T.O. was visiting with the Steelers a couple days ago?
I did see that as well.
Okay. You have to do this.
T.O.
This is do or die.
Yeah.
And they have to be on the active 53 the whole season.
If it includes T.O.
or AB.
I'm taking T.O. I gotta go T.O. Because T.O. is gonna T.O. has had his humble pie. T.O. has
a little older, a little wiser.
Yes. I've seen
T.O.
T.O.
go to be a good mentor.
T.O. went to Seattle. He would have stayed out there in Seattle. Think about that, bro. He would stay out there in Seattle. He just dropped the goal ball in that preseason game. T.O. gonna lead the league in drops. That's what he does. All right. I love T.O. T.O. growing up, Randy Moss couldn't be my favorite because of what he did to my Cowboys the first time he played him. T.O. was my favorite, though. I love T.O. Bro, I used to work out at JMU in tights only because T.O. worked out in tights only. Before anybody they would look at me like, bro, it's snowing out here. Like, we can see, I don't care. T.O. do it. If T.O. do it, I do that. T.O., when he pulled his hand, he rode the bike, came out in the Tour de France outfit. When I had to go ride my bike, I was looking for a Tour de France outfit, too. I'm like, T.O. did it, I do it. When T.O. was on one of them first Hard Knocks in Dallas, bro, he comes out of the meeting room. He said, I got to go over there. Takes his car. He drives 4 spots down and parks it. Deke, you been with me. I don't want to walk anywhere. T.O. did it. I'm going to take park my truck down there too. All right. I love me some T.O. So, yeah, man, I would have my popcorn ready. And, yeah.
I agree with you.
With T.O.
I'm going with T.O. just because I think there would be less drama with him.
Less drama, though.
And I would like to think, as you said, he's aged a little bit, a little wiser, can accept not being out on the field every play, not getting the ball. Or just be cool with being a mentor to Pickens, Deontay. With AB, I don't know if that's gonna be the case. I just don't. T.O. would be like a non-factor, hopefully, where if you do pass him the ball or not, or if he plays or not, it doesn't matter.
But now T.O. is what, 40?
49. 50 maybe.
All right.
I don't think he'd take out the locker room though, like AB might.
But he might take out his hamstring, bro, by week 6.
That's fine.
Man.
Like I'm just signing him.
But I need him to help
because
me,
I'm
right?
not signing AB.
Oh, so it's a lesser of two evils. Then.
Exactly.
It's not a who's gonna actually like be available.
I'm just saying you have to sign one, and they have to be on your active.
If I need him for the whole season, though, AB at least health wise is gonna be out there. T.O. You're seeing he's about to be 50. Deke.
How bad's AB sabotaging the team?
I don't think you understand how physical this game is, man. I question if I could go out there and play every single week, and I'm 35. T.O. at 50, bro?
I'm not expecting him really to play.
I'm
just having him out there on the sideline.
If he hits the ground like once or twice, that's what I'm saying. It don't take much when you start aging, man.
Well, that's fine. I don't need him to play.
So he don't got to play? Just be in the locker room, just be a part of the team.
Active 53 though. It would be a waste of a roster spot.
It's definitely a waste because he's not giving me no special teams. But T.O. being out there though, it is T.O. So it's like if Superman came, or you like, bro, all right, I'm gonna show out.
He could basically be the receivers coach for you.
He 100%. He'd be a player's coach. Give me T.O. I'm spinning my answer back and going back T.O.
That's what I'm thinking.
Going back T.O.
Now NBA contracts, 10-day contracts, 1-day contracts. I'd go AB.
It's a yeah. If it's
but you have to sign these guys for the whole season.
Yeah, if it's a full season guaranteed, I'm gonna
can't cut them.
Go ahead, give me the one that is not gonna blow it all up. Okay, or he's.
I would like to hope so.
Yeah, I feel like he's past the blow it all up phase. I hope he is.
Rarity Unlimited, guys. I was so hype entering week 1. Do we suck or is this a one-off situation?
I'm hoping and banking on one-off situation. Now, this week is going to tell us some more, but I still caution you. Do not lose your mind if it is not 100% what you want to see or what we all want to see or expect to see come Monday night. It is still very early in the process. So we do need to see a great jump in terms of improvement in all 3 phases. But as a whole, I do not think that this is a scenario where we got to feel like, man, we suck or we're not going to be good. Like this, to me, I'm leaning heavily on the one-off plus a very good Niners team. You look at how people look at them globally. They talk about them as, one of the top 2 teams in the whole NFC. We know for us in-house, we feel great about our guys, but nationally, we still got to be proven. We still got to show that we can survive these type of tests. Right now, we failed our first little bit of a test, right? So now we're going to bounce back, get another opportunity. Still a good team coming in here. Cleveland's a good team, man. Like, they coming off of a victory. They got good players over there, man. So we're obviously going to have to see how we respond to that. But that's, it's a good time right now. We straight.
Lifted One says, Kings is sack for life, Deke. Take the Lakers.
Take the Lakers.
Sure.
Can't take the Lakers.
I'll take them.
Can't take the Lakers.
Okay. I think that's it for the Supers.
Mm-hmm. All right. Perfect then, man. Y'all hit that like button one time for the culture. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so just yet. Deke, we're going to pay a bill real quick. Then after that, man, we're going to start talking a little strengths and weaknesses for the Steelers, Browns, and then we'll wrap it up with the preview, man. Score prediction. Sound like a plan?
I'm sure.
All righty. Man, I was thirsty, bro. A little drink, man. A little sip of the yak. All right. Well, Deke, that's a nice haircut you got. And I like the fact you got that haircut because it is located directly under DraftKings Sportsbook, their logo. Because obviously today's show is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbooks. The number 1 rated sportsbooking app. Not only are they safe, but they are secure and they are reliable. But the beauty is, when we talk about them, we rock with promo codes because we're people for the people. That's what we are. All right. We try to, help y'all, help us, help everybody else out. All right. And the way we do that is this. When you download the app and you go to make that first deposit, right? Because you're going to have a little bit of something in your account so you can get a chance to make some money potentially. When you do that, right, you can put at least a minimum of $5 in. But if you add the promo code Moats, you will also get an additional $200 in free bets to go out there and use and have a little bit more fun as well, man. It's a pretty dope concept, all right? So that's the promo code. You see it right there. Stop wasting time with it as well. But at the same time, Deke, we all ain't got self-control. Sometimes you or someone you know has a gambling problem. Maybe they need crisis counseling or even referral services. Well, there's a number and a text number for those specifically living in New York to use. But for everybody else, there's a number you could dial. And that number is 1-800-GAMBLER. I said a 1-800-GAMBLER. I said a you better go. 1-800. Now back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Frank K says we worked out Brad Wing today.
Shout out to Brad Wing, man, former teammate. He's an Aussie as well, now that I think about it. LSU Tiger, yeah, I like Brad Wing, man. Let's get it.
You know the chat likes hot seat talk, I think.
Oh, God, don't do that.
You could easily put two and two together
Don't
here.
start that. Don't do that. No, you could do that, though. If you're being real about it, you can definitely do that. You can definitely do that if you're being real about it. I don't want to do that, but, you know, I Press my dude. You know Press my guy. Press my dude. I rocks with Press. My little man rock with Press. But in terms,
we
in terms
had
of
him on a couple times. He's a good dude.
Awesome, man. Like, Press is a dope dude, but when we're talking about, is he above you bringing in guys to work out? Is he above competition right now? Unfortunately, no. And that's just part of this level, man.
Why wouldn't we look at Braden Mann? Did he sign somewhere?
I'm not sure. I feel like I did see him sign somewhere, though, bro. I could be off, though.
Free agent.
So maybe.
That's weird, then. Like, Brad Wing out of nowhere.
Because I think of it like this, man. They know what they have in Presley. Presley has definitively beat out Braden Mann, at least this offseason. That's why they made the move that they made, right? In terms of keeping them both, but then ultimately cutting Braden. And we've went forward with Presley. So it could literally just be that they already know what Braden is. The reason why Brad Wing is intriguing was because when Danny Smith first came here and he started talking about the directional punting, Brad Wing was actually the guy here. And Brad has some moments with that. Brad has a very strong leg. It was just a very different style of punting than what Brad was accustomed to. So it took some time for even him to get his consistency right with it. But then ultimately, that's when we moved on, and I want to say that's when we brought in Jordan Berry, and he was here for the duration.
Yeah.
But it's all about the placement. He wants that hang time, 4+ seconds. He wants that ball outside the numbers, and he wants it there every single time. And when it's not, you can see how it can affect you. Heck, you watch the
Jordan
punt return.
Berry's a free agent.
Yeah. That's another one that potentially I'm like, all right, maybe you spin the tires on him. But in terms of would you bring him in, do you need to bring in Jordan Berry for a workout? Do you need to bring in Braden Mann for a workout? Probably not. You probably real familiar with them. You've seen enough. Brad Wing, interesting because of what we talked about, but you still need to see that. So that's the workout part. But for Press, man, I don't think that he's in danger of this week, but I do feel like if he were to go out there Monday night and not put together a better performance, a more consistent performance, I do think that type of stuff becomes more prevalent and more of a pressing, like, yo, we feel this. Because, yeah, did he have a couple of good points? Yes. But did he throw out some, not so good stuff out there? Yes, he did. This isn't the first year. It's not the second year. So that's the timing of it as well. And now when you start talking about the position, along with what equity you have here, You're not a high-end first or second rounder. You're not playing a sexy position. They don't have to continue to, be as patient with that at this stage because they're saying to themselves, if they feel like they're contenders, we can't be slacking in this phase because you saw that Monday night game, right? Walk off. Where was that punt? Middle of the field. It cannot be there, bro. It can't because it makes it very challenging on everybody in terms of covering kicks, man. That ball in the middle of the field is a way higher probability of it being a return. You got to have that placement right. You also got to have that distance and that hang time. All of it goes together. So when you can't depend on it, man, you start looking like, all right, maybe we need to draft something. If you remember for the Bills, they did draft something. It just so happened that it was a little, stuff came out, but then he got cleared. But yeah, so I ain't surprised by it all the way, man. Hopefully Presto lock in this week, man. Just have a better performance, baby.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think anything's happening this week, but things could heat up throughout the month, depending on how Presley plays. What's funny, though, is how we're doing all this due diligence with our punters recently.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm telling you, and because this has to do with Tomlin, too. Tomlin was here when this was going on back in, 2008, whenever we had that Super Bowl champion team, Super Bowl 43 and whatnot. We had the worst punters of all time. These guys were so bad. Thank God our defense was, absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah.
These were the worst punters I've ever seen. So I don't know why, randomly, now it seems we're doing all this extra due diligence on punters. What were we doing back then? These guys were so bad. We should have been bringing in a new guy every week because we kept rolling with this dude, and we knew he was going to punt it 20 yards every time. It was why?
Funny. That is funny.
Get this guy out of here. But Tomlin was the coach in both instances. I don't know what he was doing back then. I have no clue.
Maybe he felt more confidence with the offense and defense as a whole, and he felt like he could maybe get away with special teams.
At least this guy would get it up in the air.
Yeah, whereas now he's like, all right, we got a little bit less margin for error.
Honestly,
we
I
got to be a little more buttoned up.
I could see that. Him at the young Tomlin at the time just being like, it don't even matter.
Right, bro, we straight. I got this.
My
he's coming off of a Super Bowl.
Good.
Yeah, he's coming off of a Super Bowl. I got a running game. I got defense. We all right.
No, this was the Super Bowl year. The whole season leading up.
I'm saying he's coming off a Super Bowl in Tampa.
Yeah,
because he was a part of that staff, and then from there he went to Minnesota, and then from there that's when he came. So it's he still feels good about
And you say sometimes he will be arrogant about the defense and just saying
bro.
I believe in us so much.
100%, bro. It's gonna work. Hey, you're running it wrong. You're Coach, I can't cover this dude, bro. I've seen Law Dog have to guard Julian Edelman, and he says, bro, just make it competitive. And you're like,
oh my
Coach, it ain't no competitive about this, bro. It ain't. It's getting gory, all right? It's looking real Coach, stop. Save my dog, bro. Why you doing him? He don't need this on his life. This bad for his conscience, but he can't sleep at night behind this, man. We all was watching that. We all felt that. Yeah. That's the arrogance, bro. Absolutely. Love Coach T to death, though. That's my guy. That's my guy. But, yeah, he'll hit you with that, bro. You just running it wrong. Hey, Lord up. Give ground. Fight your leverage. All right. Don't get beat to your leverage. Competitive way. Coach, you can say that until you blue in the face. He cannot guard Julian Edelman, okay? If you want, he can't guard him. It ain't happening. None of us can. Put a safety on him, put Shea on him, all right? If it ain't one of them two, it ain't happening. But they had a Gronk, so you know how that go. Yeah.
Christian Matthias says, Moats and Deke, I told you ARM dropped 25% up. It's that AI company. Remember we got a stock tip a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, you right. Little insider info? Yeah. Everybody went crazy when they showed the little preview of them cats out there. So far they filming the movie, but it was like, oh my God, look at AI, look at the how they let the artificial intelligence sit here and watch a live football game with things in their ear.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
But
it was creepy.
But it's a movie they film. It's supposed.
I get it. It's
supposed to look real. Yeah, it's like when they did the smile thing. That was creepy.
But it looked too real. Of oh, is this gonna be our future in 10 years? We're gonna have some AI sitting next to me,
bro. Absolutely,
giving me bad takes at football games.
You see that it's zero. I don't believe that.
Ginsburg 88. Let's get Moats to do the national anthem Monday night against the Browns.
See, you know what time I'm on, man. Y'all heard them vocals. You heard the vocals. And that was a chill day today. Because I almost died last night. All right? So I had to even save my vocals because I was like,
Right.
It got hot.
Chef Bach, Schwartz is moving Garrett all over the defense. Something we need to prep for, regardless of who's at right tackle or left.
And we about to talk about that. As soon as Deke get to this last super right here, we definitely about to talk about that.
And then, last super right now. Chris Wade says soft zone gets us beat every time.
If it's not executed in the right way, it can get you beat. But at the same time, soft zone is very beneficial at times, man. But
we got
all is
another
well.
stock tip. Anthony Federico
all right.
says buy hemp and mushroom stalks.
I dig the mushroom stocks. I'm not sure about the hemp all the way, but I can understand the mushroom stuff though, because I do already see how that's about to start trending and being just viewed very differently. So yeah, I could definitely see that part. But my problem is, man, I just don't be knowing how long if I got the patience to wait, like, for it to actually like come to fruition. That was part of my issue, even with like the dispensaries for, legalizing marijuana. It's like you get these opportunities. It's so far in advance. You're like, bro, I can see the vision, but I don't want to wait 5 years or 10 years. I don't know if I want to wait that long. But some people, I mean, it works for them, and the others is like you wait that long and it flops. So you like, see, this is why you want to wait that long.
Right.
Yeah. So that's my only thing with the hemp part, and even the shroom part. But anywho, let's talk a little strengths and weaknesses, man, for the Browns. This is crazy. We finally getting a chance to talk about this too, man. It's just 6:05. We got him though.
How we close out the show.
That's how we do it, baby. That's how we do it. All right, but in terms of some of the strengths that when I watch the Browns on tape, man, I start out with the quarterback, Deshaun Watson, man. Watching him this past game was not perfect, not at all. Still had misses. I need to see it with better conditions though, because I looked at his misses and I do feel like a lot of that was associated with the rain that they were playing in. But more so, the reason why I have him as a strength is just his decision making right now. Watching him not even a couple of times, just watching him in that game versus Cincinnati, pressure was still happening, but his decision making, run versus pass, when to extend, when to take some chances with the football, it just looks like he's getting more and more back acclimated to playing. Whereas, like we said last year, man, that was a very wacky, chaotic situation. When you go from not playing for a year, then you suspended the first half of the thing, then you come back in this regular season games. Like, I don't think that's the same version we're gonna see. I do think that he will be a lot better than that version that showed up last year versus us. But to me, man, I just think that he definitely played a lot better than what I saw from him last year. So I wanted to start out with him. How did we do it last week? Then we go, I went one, you went one. We just kind of went back, talked through it, right?
I do have one main thing on my mind, which is like a strength and weakness for both sides.
Yeah, go for it, man.
And it has to do with the edge rushers versus the tackles.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's both sides because, Browns got Myles Garrett, they got Zadarius Smith. And after watching that Browns-Bengals game last week, I mean, they were teeing off against the Bengals offensive line. Now, that kind of, I think, was a good sign going forward because I think the Bengals O-line is going to be worse than what most people were thinking.
I would agree.
Burrow had no time back there. But, so they're going to be going up against either Dan Moore or Chooks, which feels like a little bit of a mismatch in their favor, obviously. Or potentially, if Chooks is out, it's going to be Broderick Jones with his first start and then Dan Moore. And Dan Moore didn't have his best of performances last week. But, again, he is Myles Garrett's kryptonite. So there's that. You could always put that little feather in your cap right there.
At left tackle.
Yeah, Broderick would go over to right tackle.
And Myles plays left hand right now.
Right.
That was the only part I was thinking of with Myles.
Like you just said, they're moving him around a little bit.
Because I was like, I don't want to cut you off, though. You go. You keep going.
Keep going. And then on our side, T.J. Watt, Highsmith. But I think we have the advantage in this strength-weakness category because we got Highsmith going up against Jedrick Wells, who Highsmith has this dude's number. You look back last year.
I'm with you.
4 sacks total. I think it was like 16 total tackles, like 4 or 5 tackles for loss. And then TJ is going to be going up against a guy getting his first start in DeJuan Jones. So I like that just a little bit better than what the Browns will be dealing with on their defense
DeJuan played last week, though.
Line. What?
DeJuan was out there last week.
No, that dude got hurt.
Oh, no. But he came in at the end, I thought, though.
Right. Yeah. So, I like T.J. Watt against a rookie and Highsmith against Wells, who, again, Highsmith has had success against. But, I mean, it's a key factor for both sides is what I'm saying.
100%. Absolutely.
I'll lean our way as the advantage in the whole O-line versus edge rush matchup. But, yeah, I think that's a strength and weakness for both sides.
All right. No, I like that, man. So I actually have Pastures up there as well, man. Talking about the Browns, man, specifically, they do have that. But like you broke it down, man, it is mainly the edge rushers, Zadarius and Miles. They don't really generate a ton of pressure from inside unless it is Zadarius and Miles twisting. Or they'll line they'll line Miles over the center, and they're letting him penetrate through the A gap, and they're looping guys. They're doing a lot more movement with Miles in that front, and I think it helps him out because him as a standalone, just every down rushing from the right side is still good, but that's the difference like between him and TJ, right? You can keep TJ at the same spot, and all that stuff you try to do to him, he still is able to make that impact. Whereas we can see multiple times where Miles can get kind of quiet over there if you see him there the whole time. Watching him in this Bengals game where they moved him around, they could not account for where he was. So you couldn't always slide it. You couldn't always guarantee there was going to be the chip coming here or it was the matchup that you wanted. Almost like what you would watch Houston do with J.J. Watt back in the day where it was like he might be at tackle or he might be at edge. He might line up over these guards. He might line up over the center. It's more matchup related now. If it's that version and Miles is playing like how he was, versus the Bengals, then yeah, that's another dynamic to him. Zadarius is still really good. He is getting older. But Zadarius is, like I said, man, he's still really good. So the Pastures matchups are crazy though, man.
Yeah, it's like the same thing in a way.
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy. So
each team has the advantage in their pass rushers versus the opposition's O-line.
So I looked at it like this. If it's Dan and Chooks, I take our pass rushers versus their tackles. If it's Broderick and Dan Moore, I take their pass rushers in that matchup because as much as I love, to see Highsmith get off on Jedrick Wills and stuff like that, Jedrick Wills has still started multiple games in this league at that left tackle spot. It has not been god awful. I don't know what I'm going to get from Broderick Jones.
I guess we could say the same about DeJuan Jones, though, on their side.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And both for who? Okay, you're going against TJ Watt, who arguably is the best player in football. Okay, and you're going against Myles Garrett, who, if you're from Cleveland, you're going to say arguably the best player, arguably the best defense player in football. So either way, you're screwed, bro.
I just lean us.
Oh, of course. I don't expect it otherwise.
Well, here's the thing, though. I got TJ over Miles. I also got Highsmith over Smith.
See, that's where we differ.
Now, I guess you could lean Wells over Moore, but as I said, I think Highsmith has had very much a decent amount of success against Wells, so I'm not as concerned about that. Dan Moore, obviously, you make the joke about him being Myles Garrett's kryptonite and whatnot, but yeah, I think the dynamics and everything, and just how I have our edge rushers over the Browns. Maybe you could argue it's tough. I mean, Broderick.
Does it change?
Is a higher pedigree pick over DeJuan Jones, so I could take Broderick over Jones, and then if you want Wells over Moore, I could give you that. But that's 3 guys for us to 1 for the Browns.
However you math it up, bro.
That's my math.
However you math it up,
I'm leaning
man.
us in that category, edge rushers versus O-line.
Does it change anything if Dan is at right tackle for you?
I'm guessing he'll be left.
Okay. Would it change anything if this is Broderick's first time you're seeing him at right tackle?
No. That's the way I think it's going to be.
What you mean? Are you saying you think they're going to put Broderick at right tackle?
I think it is going to be Broderick at right. Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah, that's how I think it's going to be. And if it was flipped, Broderick versus Myles Garrett then, primarily. I mean, we got TJ Watt going up against DeJuan Jones, so it's like stud edge rusher versus rookie. I'll take Broderick over DeJuan, and I'll take TJ over Myles Garrett.
It's all good, bro. It's all good.
That's what I'm doing.
It's all good. I don't even like the Browns. I'm taking the Browns, bro, in that lineup. Just because I look at it and I say, DeJuan Jones is one guy. I'm going to have a tight end or something over there to help him out. Wells, I'm going to say, Wells, we drafted you for a reason. we know that you and Highsmith have some dope battles, and Highsmith has had some success against you in terms of getting sacks. You better fight. You know he gonna try to take you upfield with that speed, and you struggle with that. And that's part of why the spin move that Highsmith counters with cooks Wells, because he struggles with that speed. So he's such a hurry, and it gets him all the time. So I'm like, if you the Browns, you gotta live with that. But for us, I'm like, well, which one can we help? If it's Broderick and Dan, I'm like, I can't just hope you would lead the young guy by himself, and I can't just hope him and lead you by yourself, because that is not how you've survived these Myles Garrett matchups. You've survived them with us getting that ball out, us doing different things, and you competing and fighting like a son of a gun. That's just how I looked at it. Sure. But shoot, we run that ball. We ain't got to worry about none of that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
That's
say.
what I'm
I
saying.
mean, that's
we run
the
that ball.
neutralizer.
Absolutely. That's why you got to run that rock, though. And then, obviously, we know that's the last strength I had for them Browns over there. They run game. They definitely going to run that rock. They told that thing. Man, Nick Chubb was weird to me, man. Like, how good he looked, man. Because it's like, the Browns O-line was good in terms of run blocking, but I didn't even feel like they was, like, making crazy holes at times. And he was just cutting through the smallest sliver of daylight. You know. But
Yeah, he's good.
yeah.
He's good. I mean, I think we're going up against two running backs that are making a case as to why you pay these the elite dudes at that position, at least. Just being able to make things happen. Because Christian McCaffrey getting that 65-yard touchdown, I don't think you're just throwing any Joe Schmo running back out there and they're making that play.
I would agree.
I don't. Like, they're getting tackled maybe 10, 20 yards down the field.
Or
not even making that spin move.
They don't make the spin.
Yeah. So, yeah, Chubb's one of those dudes. Like, he's making things happen when it doesn't look like they're happening. And he's a really smooth runner. And, yeah, it sucks that the Browns have him.
Yeah.
Like you said, that's definitely one of their strengths. And it has been that case over the last, 3, 4, 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree.
They haven't had much at the quarterback position or through the air. Now they got Deshaun Watson. It's going back to your first point. It's all up to whether or not he gets back to somewhat of what he was down in Houston to open things up even more for their offense. Mm-hmm. And I don't expect it to happen Monday night, though.
No, it's pressure, baby. But it is funny, though, man, going back to Chubb, though, watching him in game one, it looked like they were trying to throw him the ball more. It still looks weird, man, when they're trying to pass it to him. Like,
no, he's a throwback running back.
Yeah, they were trying to get him in the screen game, trying to get him a little swing pass. I'm like, that's not his game, bro. Like, he's definitely put him in the dot and just feed that man.
What about any advantages we have against them?
Man, so in terms of their weaknesses, man, I look at number one, the pass blocking. That's the first thing that jumps off. Not necessarily in the interior portion, but at the tackle spots, man. I do feel like that's where we have to win. And not just win, we have to be dominant there. Because of, like I said, some of the stuff I was seeing with Watson. But we should definitely feel good about that advantage and lean on that. I mean, and think about the past couple times we played them specifically with these characters, right? TJ and Highsmith versus Wells, Wyatt Teller. I'm trying to think who's... You know what I mean? Like, we've won up front. That's been the one part that has consistently forced them into turnovers, whether it was Baker, you know what I mean? It's
Deshaun Watson last
like
season,
all them turnovers. Like, the pressure is where we win. But we've also seen where we struggle is when they're running the ball at us. The playoff game, anytime they really had success.
Thursday night, last year,
the first
week 3.
one, it's when they could. When
TJ was there, we didn't get much pressure.
Mm-hmm. So that's the thing for us. It's like, man, we stopped that run like we supposed to. We should get after them in this pass front, man, just because they can't block our guys. They just can't do it, man. So I do think we'll have an advantage there, man. You want me to go? I got a couple of them, actually, man.
Yeah, keep going. You're on a roll.
All right, well, I rock that, man. Let me cook that, man. All right. Well, heck, I think that their wide receivers don't generate a lot of separation. I love Amari Cooper. I think he is the dope route runner over there. But the rest of their guys, man, in terms of them winning one-on-ones, I feel like that is still something that they struggle to do. And that's also a bad recipe when you're talking about questionable protection up front in the pass game and guys not winning one-on-ones on the perimeter. You look at Deshaun Watson last game, he did some things to help them with his legs, but it was plenty of times where this dude's in that backfield coming at him, and it's like, yo, he was just showing that decision making, right? Climbing the pocket and doing those type of things. And that's why I was like, okay, more so Watson than O-line, because the O-line was definitely giving it up. But to add with that, if these receivers aren't getting separation, and we're talking about our pass rush being what we know it is, and even what we saw glimpses of last week, I feel like that's another thing that helps us out.
As long as Pat P stays quiet, too.
He don't have any. Does he have any tips this week?
I don't want any bad mojo.
What the podcast say? Let's
I haven't seen anything.
All right.
So I think he learned his lesson.
Yeah, let's see what the podcast says, man. Let's see what the podcast says. All right. And then the last thing I had was this, man. Their secondary plays well. I think their secondary has really good names. I just question the legitimacy of their confidence. It's very easy when you're up to be beating your chest, to be, doing all the high five and the stuff they do when we see them up. But we've been in them stadiums multiple times where we've seen they'll give it up, And that's one of the things for me, man, where I feel like if we can get Pickens to get one of his, he's got to get one of them plays. I do feel like we can make them start to question it. All right, can we really cover these dudes? Are we really like that? Now, granted, we don't have Deontay out there, so that does hurt. But that's the one thing, though, for me, man. I
Calvin
just look
Austin
at their we'll see, man. What better time to make yourself known than on prime time, baby?
Right.
Everybody has to have a introduction. Everybody has to have that, moment where you let them know, like, hey, bro, I'm for real. So, hey.
He got targeted.
That's what I'm saying.
Last week's game.
Mm-hmm.
Got some catches. If he could do at least a little bit of what Deontay does and be a wide receiver friendly target for Pickett, that will help a ton.
Mm-hmm.
And then with his speed, who knows? Yeah, maybe he could break one.
Yeah. I would love to see them potentially use him in some of the bunch stuff, or just off of where he can't get hands on.
I need a quick zig route from him.
See, we say that. This is my only thing. When he's
zig route,
isolated, it's a lot easier for people to put hands on him. Whereas if he can at least be in a stack alignment drag, I love that. I just don't. Him at the point right now, bro, they putting hands on him. I needed to where he could just use that speed and really be him. And I feel like if you just offset it, bunch it, or even move
how's Tyreek get around it? It's just because Tyreek's got a bigger body?
No. Tyreek has crazy. He'll shake you, bro. He'll give you that. Whereas for Calvin, we're trying to see where's your release going to be?
Improve his route running.
No, don't talk to me about that. I'm innocent, bro. I'm innocent. All I know is when they press him, it's not separation. When they play off of him, he catches the ball. When he plays off of him, he runs by the guy.
I need to hit the gym.
He's young. He's small. Tyreek is a way bigger player than Calvin is anyways. But Tyreek, man, when you watch Tyreek run, and when you're down on eye level and that happens, you like, Jesus. Oh, my God. Just line up 20 yards back there, bro. No.
To play off what you're saying, though, with our receivers versus their corners, think Pickens last year had definite success in both the Browns games. The first one was he had the catch of the year, arguably. Second one, I think him and Pickett, I guess Pickens' stat line, I think, was his best in the Jets game.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, the combination of Pickett, Pickens, and just the offense, that was, I think, our best performance in the last Browns game. Mm-hmm. And
that's why we were so hot that we didn't get another opportunity.
I know, man. I know. Yeah, we put up 28 points. 28 points that Browns game. Yeah, and the offense looked really good. I mean, we missed out on points because Najee fumbled one at the goal line, right? Or was there a handoff thing? I can't remember.
Down there.
But yeah, we fumbled at the goal line. We could have put up like 35 points. But also, remember, there is some beef from the offseason that's going to be carrying over. Pickens and Emerson on Instagram.
Right. Because Emerson was the one who Pickens caught it on. Yeah. And that's what it was like, yo, you ain't supposed to be talking. You lost.
It was weird. Yeah. It was weird. Yeah, like Emerson was trying to act like Pickens wasn't that good or something. Or that Emerson was better than Pickens. It was stupid.
It was weird. It was definitely weird.
Emerson started. I don't know why he did that. But anyway, there's that too. So combine the fact that, I think our offense did really good against that Browns defense in general. And the Browns team, hasn't really changed because they don't have any draft picks. They don't have any cap space
Yeah.
because of the
Deshaun
Watson
Yeah.
contract.
The only addition they brought in Za'Darius, and who was I thought they had one other.
Was it Clowney they had instead of Za'Darius?
That was it. That was the only difference. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm looking at their team. I'm like, this is just really familiar from what I have been seeing from them. And we did good against them last year. I think that carries over. Like, we're not going to be surprised by what they're doing outside of maybe the Myles Garrett stuff moving around like we were against the 49ers in that first half.
Yeah.
We play the 49ers how often?
Once every 4 years, right? Yeah, whereas this, we twice a year, every year, man. So it's going to be real familiar.
Yeah.
And it goes both ways, but nah, I'm with you on that.
Pick it with the familiarity against their defense. I think will only help. And, yeah, same for Pickens, same with our receivers against their corners who, like you said, I don't know. I don't get the hype with, like, Denzel Ward and some of these other guys.
That's why I talk about it. It's like, yes, they look good when they're winning. Yes, they look good in certain matchups, but I do feel like they're still more hype than legit. And I think that we can get after them.
Like,
we've
when
highlighted it,
like
bro.
when an AFC North rival like has a dude. Ravens with Roquan Smith. I've just never felt that way with Denzel Ward.
Think about Marlon Humphrey. We like, yo, that's a dude.
Yeah.
We don't look at Greg Newsome over there like, oh yeah, that's a guy. It's like
Myles Garrett, we'd say that's a dude.
guy. Yeah,
we'd say that's a dude. We think TJ Watt's better, but we respect his game. Nick Chubb, we were just talking about.
Dude.
That's a dude.
That's a dude. That's a dude. Yep.
Burrow, dude. Jamar Chase, dude. I don't feel that way about Denzel Ward.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And not even on like a hating thing. It's just like I said. It's just different. Yeah. I do like Grant Delpit though. I see you, Rod Dollar. Shout out to you, man. Heck yeah, Grant Delpit, man. He good. He good. You see his cleats he got on too, bro?
No.
He got the Mambasitas, the Kobe's custom joints. Fire, bro. Yeah. But we still gonna get out there though. Don't you trip. We still gonna get after that. And the Mambasitas, no. All right.
I guess one more thing to add from me, just overall thought. We already touched on it though.
Yeah.
Running the football, I think, is going to be something we get back to this game, and it's just going to be a more natural development because of the Browns front seven and how it's not really close to what the 49ers had, especially in the interior. And that's going to be a way to try to neutralize those edge rushers with Myles Garrett and Za'Darius Smith. Like Dalvin Tomlinson, Jordan Elliott, Shelby Harris, and Anthony Walker, Talkie. I do like JOK. JOK is a good player, but
JOK
that's night and day from Fred Warner, Greenlaw, Hargrave, and Armstead.
And also when you're talking body types, JOK is built for 7-on-7 football. He's not built for let's play this run on first and second down when these dudes are coming up on you. That's the difference with the Fred Warner, when you talk about Dre Greenlaw, those type of dudes, like they're just bigger because of that. But JOK has been doing it with his smarts, his athleticism, his just pre-snap awareness. All right, I'm not going to try to outpower you. I'm going to get in an alignment or I'm going to out-athlete you. So it's, like I said, it's multiple ways, and that's why JOK is why we liked him. You know what I mean? Why we still like his game. But, yeah, I'm with you, man. When I look at this Browns defense, I feel like the shot plays, you got to connect on them, and they'll have them opportunities. But more importantly, you got to attack them by running the football. I think if you sit out here and you put our offensive line, especially if Chooks isn't out there, in a situation where they got to be pass blocking 35 other times, that's going to be a long night for us, I feel, man.
I like what we did last year. I'm looking at the stats right now. Kenny, like 200 yards, a touchdown. And he took deep shots in that game because his completion percentage isn't like the typical Kenny completion percentage. He was 13 for 29, but I liked some of those passes because they were just missing on some. Like Deontay was barely out of bounds or Pickens was barely out of bounds. But we ran the ball for a total of 144. Touchdown, Najee had 80, Jalen Warren had 36. Give us something like that.
Yeah, like that's the way you attack this defense. That's the way you attack a front like that, man. You got to run at it. You don't want to be dropping back, letting the dudes pin their ears back, man. Because for a fact, Miles and Za'Darius, if they getting 40 times to just rush, just think TJ and Highsmith, right? If they got 40 reps at rushing the passer on DeJuan Jones and Jedrick Wills, how many times you think they went out of 40, right? So it's the same convo when we say Miles and Za'Darius versus Broderick and Dan Moore or Dan Moore and Chooks. It's like out of 40 times, how many times? So the less we can get that number down, the better it'll be, because now the percentage and the odds are in our favor. But that only works if we running that ball. And it's not just executing it, we also got to have it called as well, because 9 rushing attempts, man, or 10 with Kenny, that ain't enough. And that is on coordinator. That's not on Kenny right there.
And I expect a bounce back week from our secondary and Pat P too, because I feel the same way about the Browns receivers versus the 49ers receivers and what they had, because we should probably focus on Cooper, but then after that, I don't think they have a Brandon Ayuk, Elijah Moore, Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Elijah Moore was all right, but it was
not consistent. Donovan Peoples-Jones, like good wide receiver too. But
you think Elijah Moore's best play was when they put him in the backfield. It was like, yo, let's have a little fun with you real quick.
Maybe JP plays a little bit more too. Wouldn't mind that.
I would want to see that personally. I want to see that a lot.
Yeah, if things are looking bad for Levi and Pat P, get JP in there sooner rather than later, please. I don't think it will, though. I think our secondary bounces back. Pat P can't be coming out here Monday night embarrassing himself. The wash talk will increase. That'll heat up. We're talking about
lie, bro.
Things getting heat or things getting
I
hot.
hopped on the IG last night when I was done recovering from, almost dying. And I came across one of them meme pages and they was getting on Pat P. It started out with the whole, I gotta tell. And bruh, they started showing the first one when he slipped. And he's like, Then they went to the next play when he get into the IU play. I'm like, Then they just kept going. Then they show at the end where Party's like, who was that touchdown on? He said, it was all right. It's like, dang. They just kept going.
He showed that he's still got enough gas left in the tank. He had some nice pass deflections, and then, like you said, he should have picked the ball off. We're going to see more of that this week. Not as much getting toasted.
Come on, Pat.
That's my expectation.
Man, it's Pat P, bro. I'm rolling with Pat.
Yeah, can't be going out like that.
But Amari Cooper's a good receiver, though. I just want to throw that out there, man.
Yeah, I agree.
You sitting there, man, on it all day? Because who was it that said soft zone get you killed? That was Chris Wade. He said soft zone get you killed. So you want to play hard man on Amari Cooper?
No, I think you focus on him. Your focus is on him and Chubb, and then you single up the other guys.
Yeah,
and that should work out. I think we got the talent to match that.
We should. Hey, Mike Carr, don't do that, man. We had to say slip, man. This is we still friendly over here, all right? So yes, Pat slipped. He didn't get his ankles broke. If it was Deontay doing that to Charvarius Ward, we'd be saying he got his ankles broke. We know that. Come on, man. Just roll with it. He slipped.
Whoa, we're over time right now.
It's all right, bro. The kids, they left me for a little while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they left. I got a text earlier. I'm putting in my dinner order. They like, hey, we're going to be gone for a little bit. We back, though, about an hour.
Cool.
I was like, all right. Well, I'm going to give me another little 10 in here then. So we're going to go about 40, 45. All right, 40, 45.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what's next?
So next up, though, we do need to talk actual game preview, man, because I got some matchups, man, I want us to highlight and stuff like that. And then, we'll talk, see how this thing going to play out. All right? Sure. Sound like a plan? All right, so y'all hit that like button one time, man. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so just yet. We know we keep getting a lot of y'all new people pulling up on us with the mix of the true and tried and, OGs. But either way, man, if y'all new to the fam, man, we appreciate y'all, all right? Yeah. And if you ain't new, welcome back as well, man. Let's keep this thing rolling. But in terms of this week 2, Steelers, Browns, man, some of the matchups that I do think are going to be key for us. Y'all know I like my matchups, man. Blame it on Coach T. He the 5-star guy, man. Ever since then, I'm like, we got key matchups, Coach. You right. He's been telling us this for a while, man. Keep with me in my life.
Let's hear.
All right. So first one, though, man, that I'm looking at is, to me, the most important one, and it is Alex Highsmith versus Jedrick Wills. You've broke it down perfectly, Deke. How many sacks Highsmith has had on Jedrick? We know if your left tackle is the one getting cooked, he's supposed to be your best offensive lineman. He is at the most important position on your offense that is not named quarterback. We've seen Highsmith dominate this matchup at times. Not just be good, dominate it. To me, that's what I need. To me, I feel like that offsets anything else that they're trying to do. Because I don't want to play the game of, what if Amari Cooper gets hot? What if Njoku is getting hot? We know they're talented players. They don't always get hot, but I don't even want to play that game of what is, or what if Watson is doing. It's like, bro, Highsmith cooking Wills ends all of that other stuff, man. So that's why I start with him. The next matchup, to no surprise, I'm going to just take it to the other side. And now I'm talking about TJ versus the rookie DeJuan Jones. The only reason why this matchup isn't number one on the list is because I know they are going to be doing everything they can to help DeJuan. And that's TJ's impact. TJ, you draw up all the attention. Now, you still going to get you a sack or two. You're still going to do that. But you drawing that attention is going to make that Highsmith matchup be isolated. It's going to make that Highsmith matchup be what we need it to be.
Maybe Keanu Benton sneaks in a sack.
Potentially is there. Potentially, I just think their interior, I like it a little bit better. That left tackle spot versus Highsmith, man, that's the one to me, though. That 100% is the one, man. But like I said, man, TJ, the attention he's going to have going up against a rookie, if they don't protect the rookie, it's going to look like how I did last week. We all know this. DeJuan Jones is a good player. DeJuan Jones is more of a run blocker than a pass blocker, man. I know they're going to help you with the stats. Well, you know, he didn't give up a sack, this and that. We're going to see what that looks like once this game starts, and y'all can keep that energy if y'all disagree there. I like DeJuan run blocking. I think that's going to be a little fun over there. But in terms of him pass protecting against TJ, nah, bro. Just save it. So that's why that's the number 2 matchup. But then at number 3, Matt Canada, a.k.a. y'all call him Jar Jar Binks, versus, just like I said, man, Myles Garrett, Zadarius Smith. He has to schematically do things this week to make sure that he's not, especially if Chooks isn't available, to make sure that he's not putting Broderick in harm's way. And if Dan Moore does play right tackle, like I said, we'll find out. But if he does play right tackle and you got 2 new tackles, you got to make sure that you protecting both of them dudes however you need to. If that's 12 personnel and you got to play the game big boy, I don't hate it, especially if you don't got a Deontay here. I don't hate coming out Pat, Darnell, heck, even 13, because you know Connor has shown the ability to win in space. But
like we said, they're a little light on the front 7 outside of their edge rushers.
Those are some of the things that I'm like, man, you got to be buttoned up and make sure you protect these tackles, because I'm not worried about them just beating us. I don't think that happens. But what I am worried about is we get turnovers, and now they get in short fields, and now their offense is able to just convert and get a case. Bro, all you need is 1 touchdown and a couple short field goals, and now all of a sudden we looking up like, dang, man, now we down a couple scores here. That can't happen because of these day-going pass rushes getting off, man. But like I said, that's why I'm looking at Matt Cannon. I'm saying, bro, schematically, you're going to have to do some things to make sure that we not letting everybody else pride and ego get you in a bad position. Because I love Dan. I'm hoping to love Broderick, love Chooks. But I know what them pass rushers can do if they get their chance to just pin their ears back and go. So, Canada, please help us out. All right? Then after that, man, KP8, baby. What's up, man? Bounce back week. KP8, that Brown secondary is right for the taking. They got some names, but, bro, you done played better. You done cook better. Believe yourself, man.
Hey, you did it last year.
Literally, just believe yourself, bro. It looked like you got in that first game and overthought it. You came out there and was like, let me try to please everybody else and do all this other stuff instead of me just being me. Bro, just be you. You nice. You know you gonna cook versus this Browns team, man. Go do what you supposed to do. Step into your stuff, make them throws, anticipate what you're supposed to anticipate, and go be the daggone quarterback we all think you can be. That's that. And then the last one, Mr. Deshaun Watson and Minka. Because Deshaun, I would like what he was doing last week, man. I like how his eyes was moving. I like him extending plays. But he still has some questionable decisions, Deke. He still has some of them throws where you like, bro.
Oh, he did that against us when he was on the Texans, too.
Okay, yeah.
He tossed us one or two.
Yeah, and we love our Tampa, too, but we also like our one hold or one robber. And typically, we like to have Minka being the guy that inserts over the line of scrimmage about 10 yards deep, and he's reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just hunting. All right, quarterback, take me where I need to go, and go ahead, throw me something. Watson is going to throw him one. This pass rush did what it's supposed to, but we have to stop this run first. Once again, y'all heard me. Got to stop this run first. Stop that run. This pass rush is going to make Deshaun have to play faster, bro. Minka would definitely get him one. So I do like that part, but we got to stop this run. We definitely got to stop that run.
Yeah, first priority.
Yeah.
Ogunjobi, Ben, step up. It's your time.
But I say, and they could definitely do it, bro. They can do it.
That's why we paid Ogunjobi. That's why we drafted Benton in the second round.
Yeah.
Like it's just way quicker than what we thought, at least for Benton.
Absolutely.
You know, like we thought he'd be more eased into things. at least for this first year with us having Cam and Ogunjobi being the top 2 guys. But
Yeah.
hey, man, I mean, played pretty good in first week.
I would agree, man. I did want to say something real quick too, man. I saw Mike Carr. He had said it early. He had just put it back in the chat. Shout out to you, Mike, man. I like your energy today too, baby. I definitely like your energy. I did want to say though, he had brought up that he feels the Tampa 2 defense is outdated. Did you have a hard stance on the Tampa 2 defense? I was going to talk about it a little bit if that was all right with you.
Go for it. I
right.
got nothing wrong with it.
All right, so the Tampa 2 defense, it's not outdated. Tampa 2 is no different than cover 3. It's just how you dress it up. That's what it's all about. You're going to have a curl flat guy, right? Or a slot corner. That's the cover 3 part. You got your vertical hook defenders, which are no different than your weak hook, strong hook defenders. All right. Your difference is the middle third player. Instead of it being a traditional safety, it's your middle linebacker in Tampa 2, and you're running him up there, but he's doing it as a read. Whereas when it's cover 3, the safety is just planted in the middle of the field and he's just sitting there, and you got, one corner going to have a vertical, and then you're going to have the other safety's going to be walked down in the box playing on a hook potentially. You know what I mean? Like that's it. But it's literally the exact same defense. Tampa 2 and cover 3. The only different pieces is just how you're moving to it. But you freeze frame Tampa 2 and cover 3 post snap when the play is run, it looks identical. So it's not that it's outdated, but what I would say is the execution can be better. You think about the Deebo Samuel, the catch he had going into our red zone where he runs like the little over route. We're in Tampa 2. Cole Holcomb is in great position. He just missed the play.
Yeah.
He's in perfect position. He literally just missed the play. But that's Tampa 2. You could make a case he should have picked it.
Yeah, I thought he took
like
a
if you're
bad
being
angle on
real
it.
about it, I'm like, Cole, what are you looking at? But that's
Maybe he didn't know Deebo was there.
well, because Deebo was on the left side, and typically in Tampa 2,
Yeah.
they never go from over here and they throw it on this side. It's usually if they're gonna throw it, it's that front side window, and usually Fred Warner when he tipped it and her finger got the pick, it's usually that throw.
Yeah.
Front side window, you hit it and then go from there. But Deebo ran it here, and Purdy like chucked it like he knew that was the crazy
Holcomb
part.
did like a Claypool. He was like falling back, like, I got this.
Yeah, but that was like kind of crazy that Purdy even threw it to where he was throwing. I'm like, But yeah, Cole should have caught the pick. Like that's how I look. I'm like, bro, what you doing? But Tampa 2 and cover 3 are literally, man, they the same. It's just how we dress up to it, how we get to it in terms of the pieces. That's all, man. So I will say this: every defense has a weakness. Every defense does. Play quarters all the time. All right, we're going to start running stuff to the flat. You play man all the time. All right, we're going to start running cross and mesh concepts. All right, you want to play soft zone. Okay, we're going to come back you to death and take what we give you to death, nickel and dime you to death. No defense is undefeated, man. All right, you want to play goal line because you're going to be great against the run. All right, we're going to throw the ball on you. All right, you want to play prevent defense because you're great against the pass. All right, we're going to run the ball. You want to play dime? All right, I'm going to play run. You want to play base? Okay, I'm going to play small ball. So every defense has something that's going to be a negative about it. It's all about the timing of when you call it. And that's why it's big on situational football, right? Where you are down in distance, where you are you backed up? Are you midfield? Are you in between the 20s? Are they backed up? But that's the reality of these defenses, man. No call is perfect. No call is. And if you sit in one call for too often, we complain about our Tampa 2. Buffalo complain about that cover 4. Because they send it all the time. So it's like, it's certain things, man. It's like, yo, if you keep doing it long enough, man, you're going to be able to draw up something to beat it. And now it's all on you to hide it or how you offset some of that stuff. But yeah, Tampa 2 isn't outdated though, man.
Okay. What do we got? Our predictions? Or you want to hit supers?
Yeah, let's do, I think we only got like one super that came in. But also, man, I don't know what's on mine right here, man. Make sure y'all check out the merchandise too, man. All right, man. The promo code did end. No, actually, y'all got one last day for the promo code, man, on Teesprings, man. I told you about that apron, how I saved my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It had my face and Deke's face. It looked beautiful.
Grilling style.
You feel me? It looked beautiful out there. We got the stadium bags, y'all. I can't get into the stadium. You can't get to no stadium with no regular bag no more unless you know Deke. But y'all don't know Deke like I know Deke. So y'all can't get in there like that, all right? So, man, you got the stadium bags as well, man. Clear. So the S&D is really nice, all right? So, man, check those out on the website or under all the YouTube videos that we post up there. All right, so definitely tap in on any of that, man, if you find the desire to do so, man.
Black and Yellow Texas Steel says, we not space talking now.
No. It's not that we're not space talking. It was literally, man, that first game, bro. By the time I got out of that stadium, man, and got back to the crib, I was like, all right, bro, it's been a lot. It was a lot today, man.
Sure.
So, yeah, that's why I chilled. And then Monday night is about to be the late night, so I ain't doing that. But I got y'all following that, man, so we should be back on after that, all right? And I was also considering doing a watch party for one of the away games, man. Now that YouTube TV has forced me to purchase my Sunday ticket and all that other good stuff, now I'm like, all right, might as well figure out a way to get my money's worth even more so. So I was considering that, man, doing like a little live watch party, man. One of these games come on, just, chill up there and do one of those in substitute of a space talk. Just as spitballing ideas out there, all right? So, yeah, man. But I got you, though, man. I got you. Trust me. Mm-hmm.
Official Momentum just says, what's good? Hashtag Steelers over the Browns. Hashtag Mr. Jack Myers Jr.
And shout out Black Yellow. He said, don't seek no comfort. Hashtag space talk. But then Leah Warren said, yeah, she wants the watch party. I thought the watch party be a little bit more of a vibe because it's like, yo, we could be watching it as it's going on and give you the. And I feel like post game, I don't be wanting to step on toes. Like, I know you stream sometime post game. I'm just vibing, bro. I'm like, man, I ain't. If we all just vibe, we all vibe. I'm like, we can all play together. That's how I look at it, man. I'm like, bro, I ain't trying to be doing that while you doing that. Like, bro, we working together. Hey, man, I want to see you get on. Hey.
Come on, dude. Well, I appreciate that.
I be serious, man.
Dude, you've been doing this the whole time, the last year or two.
Man, you come on,
Bleacher Report's been hitting me up to do the post game. So like, there's no reason for you to stop doing that.
You my God, it's not that I'm stopping. I'm just be cognizant. That's all. I'm just be aware of my surroundings, bro. That's it, man.
Well, I appreciate that, but you don't need to be thinking that way.
I can't help it. I care about you. I'm sorry. Thanks. All right. Now, Black and Yellow Texas still says we could do a live watching in space. You know what? That could definitely work. I thought, I'm gonna be spaced out. All right. So as long as you research and you Galaxy travel with me, babe, we could rock out while watching the game live and do it like that. But yeah, I'm definitely leaning towards, like I said, man, just trying to figure out, man, other ways to interact, man, other ways to have fun with this thing that isn't too much on me either, because I do gotta have that balance. But yeah, man, so stay tuned.
Landon Bowling says Tampa 2 is one of the best concepts in my opinion. Press corners too.
Mm-hmm. It's very in terms of Tampa 2, you get the best of both worlds because you do get the hard corners, and hard corners, they're seeing it outside in, whereas when it's covered 3, your curl flat defenders are seeing it inside out. So it's just a different movement.
This is going to help me with Madden.
In terms of the guys that are getting out there, you're still getting something to the flat, but when it's a hard corner that's a squat corner, he's looking at it outside in. You're not going to be able to throw a screen out there and have all right, can this linebacker run 10 to 12 yards on an angle backwards, get set up, now come back up here and make this open field tackle against a running back or a slot receiver in space? That's the match you're trying to hunt. Whereas when it's covered 2, or it's Tampa 2, that's a squat corner out there. You're not fast flowing out there because he's sitting out there waiting on you. You're not going to get the athletic mismatch either of big body linebacker trying to play in space versus slot receiver or running back. So that's the pros and cons with that part. But then when you start talking about just the passing element of it, in Tampa 2, you got the hole shot. You got the little honey shot behind the squat corner before you get to the deep safety, and you want to test that middle linebacker to see what his game's like. If it's Fred Warner, you probably stay away. Cole Holcomb right now, I would anticipate Cleveland's going to hunt that until he gets it off his tape, and it's usually going to take about 3 weeks for that. So when you see that Tampa 2, be looking in that middle of the field, Cole's going to get some action this week, man. But those are the spots because you want to get that.
And when you're talking about Cole, you're talking about like levels.
Yeah, because Cole is the middle runner. So in Tampa 2, Cole has to not just, once he sees pass, he's a pass player first in Tampa 2. So his first step is a read step where he's opening up to either 3, the number 3 receiver, or the speed if it's 2x2. But after that, he gotta go.
Because there are like
bro.
fair amount of zones in the middle.
Yeah.
But it comes down to really him.
Right.
Like what level he's going.
Yeah, he's the slider in that thing. So if he's deep, Debo is supposed to take it inside.
Yeah.
Come shallow of him. If he's shallow, Debo's supposed to take it over top of him. But that guy can't be right in terms of how you attack him. But defensively, you say, man, we're going to make it right because you're going to read it, wall it, and maintain your leverage and make him have to throw that ball over the top where the safety becomes in play now in terms of the two deep safeties. Yeah. And it gives you the illusion pre-snap of what? Middle field open. So you see middle field open, you're thinking, all right, I got to attack there. We over here like, bro, the Tampa 2, you're a linebacker. You got to be able to run with this, but we can trick them into something right here. And we're going to be protected on the outside. And if they go out here to the flat fast, bro, we got hard corners ready to F everything up out here, man. But you got to have your dudes in the front, though, because your middle linebacker is a pass player first. So your D-line, you cannot give up movement, man. And what was happening last week? We talked about Montravius, right? You see the recipe of how, like, bad. But if you're not thinking about the chain of events, you might just see, man, why the heck the Tampa don't work? But it's like, bro, if
might blame it on Canada.
If he's a pass player first, so he's bailing because that's his responsibility, and my nose is getting pushed or my 3 is getting pushed, we kind of screwed right here, man. It's not going to look like it's supposed to. So now I make my middle linebacker question, do I need to get out fast or should I stay to help out with this run? But if you laid at this spot and that slot go or that 3 go, now it's 88 out the gate down the middle of the field, man. That's it.
Just out here talking ball.
Man, man, I love this talk, baby. This, it's not, boy, I felt like I was back in the spot with the guys right there, Deke. Come on, man. No, we do this now.
I was getting everything you were saying, too.
We do this now, man.
You can thank Madden for that, too.
Shout out to Madden, man. Shout out to
Being serious. Mm-hmm. I like carving up cover 3 the best. Verticals.
Mm-hmm. 4 versus the weakness of cover 3.
Pros can't make some of the throws I make with my anticipation and whatnot. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah. It's something about that, like, risk-reward factor when it's on Madden. It don't be weighed the same way as, like, in real. I love that, bro, because I'm with you. My cojones when I play Madden, bro, you would think I had scoliosis. You feel me? Like, in real life, I'm way more calculated in real life. Real life, I'm so daggone calculated in real life. It makes no sense, man. I need all the factors, pros and cons. Let me data. Let me. All right, can we let me see the forte. All right, I'm okay. I need all the information I get before I make a move. Yeah, but in the game, I'm extra. Boy, I just go. Mm-hmm.
Predictions?
Let's get it, man. Let's get it. All righty.
I don't care who goes first.
All righty. To me, man, I think it's a really good game. I think it's a really tough, hard-fought game. But I do feel like if we're going to get out of this thing, it's a field goal game for me, man. And I do have us getting out of here, though. I still think we're not about to see 30 because I think that Browns defense is good. And if we're going to have some potentially new cast members at tackles, I think that could limit what we're trying to do downfield. But I do like us in terms of just being able to control the clock in terms of run game. And I love our defense. I do feel like that is going to be able to cause some situations in terms of getting short fields, turnovers. That's going to help us out of this thing, man. Ultimately, I do feel like we get up out of there. I got it 21 to 20 in this game, man. But I do feel like the Steelers ultimately get it done at the end.
Steeler Nation.
Talk to me.
Get those receipts out from everyone that wrote us off after one game last week.
Talk to me, Deke. Talk to me, Deke.
Because this one's the bounce back. KP8 lights up this Browns defense.
I need it in
Najee
my
and Jalen
life.
Running all over the place.
I want
Buck
it
50
in my
total. Touchdown. Pickens. Another highlight reel catch. And you know who it's going to be on?
I hope it's
Martin Emerson.
I hope it is. Because I need
He's going to do it again to him.
I need him to pull back up. We need to see all that stuff you was talking about, Mr. Emerson. We need to see what you was really talking about.
And
man.
I'm not even going to take credit for this call because you called it like 20 minutes ago. Minka Fitzpatrick pick.
Oh, no. Big facts, bro. Big facts. We get that passion.
And I think Pat P gets one. He's not going to make the call for this week, and rightfully so. He should shut up. But I think he gets one.
Rightfully so. He should shut up.
Let the play do the talking. I'll make the call for Pat P. He gets one this week, too. Pat P, Minka Fitzpatrick. Interception, and we get a strip sack either from TJ Watt or Alex Highsmith.
Let's go.
So a lot of action in this game. I feel like it's going to be the same final scores last year, actually.
Ooh. That was what? We didn't get the we got 27. It was 27 or 29?
28-14.
20. Oh, all right. I like that.
Yeah, you know what? Do I give Balls a field goal? No, 20. Yeah,
Well, Boz, he's hitting his extra points. As long as he don't miss, you're good.
Yeah.
Just don't put him on the miss list.
28-14.
I gotta watch out for you, Deke. You trying to give him a miss, man. You gonna get Boz a miss in there? Don't give him no misses, bro. Boz will be missing in your predictions. Yeah.
No. Oh, is that why it stays at 28?
Yeah. See, you like,
he does get 2 field goal
He had a
attempts.
field goal attempt. Yeah, he hit one. I'm like, yo, I can't stand you, Deke. Stop that, bro. Yeah.
No, we won 28-14. Good game through 3 quarters. Like, we're up most of the game, but then we just close it out in the 4th.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be top of the AFC North as well.
Ooh.
Once this is all said and done, because what's it going to take? Bengals to beat the Ravens and us to beat the Browns. We'll be top of AFC North. So you could shove that to all the haters, or the haters can shove that because, again, they were writing us off after week 1, and all of a sudden,
right.
Just however many days later, 7, 8
Deke,
days later, we're going to be
Deke.
number 1 in the
this.
AFC North.
Deke, you know this is how it's going to be. They talked all this craziness, man. It's over, man. Fire this guy. He sucks that. And then it's going to be a complete 180 next week, bro. Oh, man. They did it.
No picks for Kenny, too. No picks.
Clean. I need a clean game
Keeps
from
it
him.
clean.
Absolutely need a clean game,
I think
bro.
he gets 2. I think he gets 2. 2 touchdowns. A little over 200.
I mean, the thing that's dope, though, when you think of both of our predictions.
Calvin Austin and Pickens both get over like 50, 60 yards as well.
So you saying I should run that back then in terms of my
I would.
bet?
100%.
Right.
I would. Because
All right.
with Deontay out, even like Pickens' targets should.
Increase.
He'll be at least 10
Double
targets,
digits,
I think. He'll be at least.
For sure. I like that, though. Oh, and I was gonna say, man, in the chat, y'all drop your score predictions as well, man. Let's react to those before we get up out of here. All right, so yeah, drop your score predictions, man. Steelers, Browns, who gets it done Monday night? But what I was saying though, in terms of our predictions, we on the same page. Literally, you have us scoring 1 extra touchdown and them scoring 1 less touchdown. I think that they're able to score an extra. I think they get 2 field goals somewhere in there, and I don't think we get that final touchdown.
I think Kenny puts the dagger.
Yeah,
in.
I like it though.
It's that one to Pickens.
The walk off.
Yeah, who's
The FU.
See, I don't know who the second touchdown from Pickett is. We'll give Calvin the yards. We'll give him over 50, 60.
Mm-hmm.
I think Muth gets one. I like Muth and Pickens. Passing touchdowns from Pickett. And actually, wait, I got to give another touchdown if it's going to be 28. Because I said $150 on the ground total. And I think I said 1 touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown.
Let it be Warren for the controversy or Naj for the money controversy?
Because you know what throws it off? I'm looking at the stats from last year. Derek Watt had a touchdown.
Yeah, the little the fullback.
So yeah, who
guy,
do I give that to?
Can Connor get one?
Do I give it to Warren?
Let Hayward get one, bro.
You know who gets it?
Score
It
for
is-
your brother, bro.
I'll give one. I'll give it
If
to
it can.
Hayward, but it's a passing one from Pickett, so that actually takes Pickett up to 3. It's like 1 goal line action, Mahomes-esque little underhand throw or something stupid like that. But the media is not going to be praising Pickett like they do Mahomes.
But either way, it'll
Because
be
they
good because
they disrespect us.
It'll at least get the touchdown interception ratio back in order for the casuals too.
It's gonna
You
be
know
like
what
a
I'm
little.
saying?
It's
Yeah.
gonna be like a little
Yeah.
shuffle pass from Pickett.
It's just a little FU, like, hey, all you stat watchers, man, here you go, take one of them too.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that though, bro.
That's how it plays out.
I like that though. I like that. Oh, let's get it. All right then. I think we got some score predictions coming in here too.
Yeah, I'll read it for you.
All
Mike
right.
Tice, 24-10, the Berg.
Let's
Fisher
go,
Momentum,
let's go.
28-24, Steelers.
Let's go.
Ray Thomas, 33-20, Steelers.
I like it.
Backwood Ski, 23-17, Steelers.
Backwood. I think
Quan
it's
Summer.
back. Is it back? Yeah, it is Backwood Ski. What did that was like? Yeah.
Quan Summer, 26-17, Steel Team.
Ooh, all right.
Everyone's on the Steelers here.
Okay.
We got Iskidit Liddy, 31-3, Steelers.
And
Oh, I would like that.
that'd be bro. That would make our Monday night so fire. That would be a fire Monday night.
Bart Boschiato, 17-14, Steelers. TJ, 2 sacks and a pick.
Won't he do it?
Little tip pass or
I'm
something.
gonna say he'll catch one of them freaky, like, all right, he tried to throw it out of a sack and TJ tipped it up to himself, caught it one hand while getting face masked, all type of stuff.
He'll get at least one of those this year.
Yeah,
but I guess
it's TJ, bro.
Bart's got it happening week 2.
Or they gonna try to throw that quick little slant and TJ gonna fake rush and jump up and pop, hit him right in the chest with it.
Feel the Steel says 90 better challenge 8. Step it up.
It's not time for that just yet, though. Like, I love the mindset, I just feel like Kenny is still in the like young phase.
Is TJ even doing that though?
That's not from my. Every time I've been around TJ, I've never got that energy from him. If it was Debo, I think it's a different convo. TJ though, no. TJ to me, man, is the guy that is gonna come sit right in your locker next to you on a random Wednesday. Hey, bro, like a heart to heart, but it's not gonna feel uncomfortable. But you gonna tell that he is really serious about
Something he's been thinking about.
Right.
It's not gonna be loud or rah-rah.
But it's just gonna be just me and you right here like that. That's TJ's energy, bro. But that's why I rock with TJ though. But everybody has a different approach to it though.
I think it'd be Minka if it was anyone.
Yes.
Because actually him and apparently Kenny and Minka got their own like studying room.
Yeah, I can see Minka doing that. But Minka is more because both players show passion with it. But I just feel like Minka would, I don't know. If I had to lean, because Minka's quiet as heck too, bro.
Are we missing the obvious one though, Cam?
But Cam's hurt.
He's hurt, yeah.
Cam 100%. 1,000%. But Cam's the vocal leader of the group though. TJ's not the let me get in. Like, I'm still surprised when I see TJ doing Who Ride as hard as he does it. Because we're like, TJ, bro, you would never talk. You were like, just quiet. Like, not shy or anything like that, but just quiet. So it's like, when you watch him in the Who Ride, man's flipping up. I'm like, what TJ is this? I love it, bro. Yeah. But that ain't his, he ain't gonna do that. Yeah, Cam would, though. Cam would definitely do that. Cam walk up with that, all right. Cam would definitely do it. But they don't need to do any of that right now.
Where were they at with Claypool? They sleep at the wheel.
No, put it like this, man. But this is why you don't do this, and this is ultimately why I don't anticipate them doing it. When you publicly call people out or publicly run up on people, fans and media like it, and it's all fun and games because to us, it has no consequence. In that locker room, bro, we men. If I feel like you embarrassing me publicly, bro, what you think type of time I'm gonna be on, man? Man, it's been dudes that been.
What if it is just within the locker room?
If it's within the locker room, I think that's completely different. I think that's fine. In fact, that's encouraged at times in the locker room. And I'm sure for Claypool, he was approached in the locker room. The problem was we saw him also get approached when? In the game. That Vikings game. It wasn't like that was the man, they all, bro, what you doing? That wasn't their first time. What you do? They done been here before. But you saw he reacted too. His response wasn't my bad. It was, I'm going back at you because ego, pride. And that's the only thing when we talk about calling dudes out coming at him, man, you gotta just be careful with it in terms of how you do it, because regardless of the success and the accolades, like, we men first, and it's just a respect part. So as much as people love to see the Bill Cowher, the chin and the spit coming and all that, or, you know, this guy reaming a guy out, it sounds good in theory. But we still got to go back in that locker room, man. We still got to work together.
Yeah.
You don't want that type of tension in the building, man. It is not a good vibe. It's definitely not, man.
I'll say a couple more. Juby 28, 24-13 Steelers. Elijah Boykin, 28-10 Steelers. Minka pick 6.
Ooh, he's done that before.
And then we got Giovanni, 31-16 Steelers. Oh, wait. Oh, he's got to make a pick 6 too. 31-16 Steelers, make a pick 6. Dante Edwards, last one I'll say.
I like it.
26-17. Well, Donald Copeland says 6-9 Steelers.
Ooh, a little pit action. I see. Or that'd be 13-9. Never mind. My bad.
Yeah, he's
just
doing a 69 joke.
Yeah, my bad. Now, Muhammad Dafala. Kenny is not young in terms of age, but we're talking in terms of NFL like experience, man. Yeah, he's definitely not young in terms of age. Yeah. How old is Kenny? He's what, 26 now? No, 25.
I think 25.
25.
I think he was 24 last year.
Yeah, 25. So we're not speaking in that sense, man. We just talking in the sense of like he hasn't been an NFL like leader on a roster, you know, since he's been 22. Most of us come in this thing, we 21, 22, and yeah, keep on playing till you can't play no more. Yeah, but that's ultimately though, man. It's also a benefit for Kenny, all right? But either way, that's what I'm saying. Why he's still young, and realistically, man, when you start talking about 25-year-olds as a 35-year-old, 25 is very young. Now that I think back on it, bro, that's kind of crazy, but it's very real. Was I 25 when I was in Buffalo? I feel like my last year I was, and they looked at me like I was leading. I'm like, I ain't leading. I could barely lead myself. Well, what? $25, boy. I'm trying to just not get in trouble. All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is a different version of me back then, man. Definitely not this version, Deke. Definitely not this version. He did, but I'm better now, though. I learned. You know. All right, though, man. So I like it though. So
Who would have thought it'd be such a Claypool heavy show today?
I blame you, man.
That is me. I mean, I brought him up every chance I could.
I blame you. I blame you. All right. So yeah, man, let's wrap up. I think we do we have anything left? Any supers? All right, so we are good. So yeah, bro, this was a vibe on Friday, Junior. One time for official momentum. All right. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. Hope y'all enjoyed the week, man. Yeah, this will do it for this week, man. But y'all know we back in the saddle. Actually, we played Monday night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tuesday show.
I just gotta check. I gotta check.
Oh.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't shoot with the O. Don't you do it with the O. You hit with the O. You hit with the O. I just gotta check real quick. Worst case, you know we got something Wednesday and Thursday. I guarantee something Wednesday and Thursday.
Hey, in case, I think I got a bleach report on Tuesday.
All right, there we go. In
the morning.
So it's gonna be something out there. All right, it's gonna be something out there. But I was like, yeah, it is on Tuesday this week, and I know I got Tuesday morning stuff. I don't know what the afternoon looks like just yet. So yeah, but either way, man, y'all gonna get y'all content though. Y'all know that, all right? So like I said, y'all stay safe out there, man. Enjoy your weekends, man. If you're down here at the game, I will be interviewing Louis Lips this week, all right? So FedEx Great Hall is literally located right next to the Steelers Pro Shop, right? So as soon as you get into the stadium, you know the big pro store. As soon as you come into the stadium, man, we got the FedEx Great Hall. It's a big stage over there. Have a little TV with my name and stuff up there. But if you're looking to pull up on me, man, that's where I'll be about 2.5 hours prior to kickoff, hosting the interview with Steelers legend Louis Lips, all right? And obviously after that, man, we'll drop the content on the channel and stuff like that. Y'all know Upper Room get it first, though, all right? Upper Room get it first.
Tyrone Bryant has a closing super, says Claypool, a.k.a. Winnie the Pooh.
No. Which Winnie? Is it the Winnie that I just watched? Because I tell you, I watched that, like, the new version where he's like a serial killer, right? He killed off Eeyore. I'm like, dang, not Eeyore, bro. It's a part 2 coming out of Deke. He's supposed to be
messed up.
He's supposed to be looking for blood for Piglet too. Yeah, he said Piglet owe home money.
Oh
yeah,
my god.
I'm tired.
Whoever made that's sick.
Hey.
That's messed up.
Yeah, bro, Pooh out there catching bodies, bro. Winnie the Pooh is catching
I think
bodies.
he means the cartoon version.
Oh, not that one. I don't like that one. That one ain't he missing a little roof. Yeah. So hopefully it's more of the killer version and not the other version. But I like it then, man. So
my bet would be the cartoon version.
I know you would. I know
that would be my bet.
I know you would. If I had to wager, I would probably side with you as well. But anywho, man. We're gonna get up out of this thing, all right? And Deke, I'm not cooking, and I got Popeyes on the way. All right.
Oh man, I should have put it in order.
I had to be safe tonight, man. I
think they got wings now.
They
right?
do. That's why I was texting
that.
wifey. Yes, but I couldn't take that chance of cooking again tonight, bro. So.
And I heard they're putting cheese on their sandwiches too.
Yeah, I heard if you eat there, you got a gravy option too, where you could dip your chicken in some gravy.
I need to get back there.
Yeah, man. Just that's what the people are saying, man. All right. So the food is time. So with that being the case, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in with us. And until next time, baby.
Peace.